Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and, well, that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play three cats stacked on top of each other underneath a trench coat.
Good to know.
I'm Nicole Bates, and I play Soria, who's currently wild-shaped as one of those cats.
Also good to know.
I'm Greg. I'm playing Ulset Ralph, a furbog fighter. That is not a cat today.
And I am Alexis Bates, your trusty dungeon mistress, who is playing the NPC third cat in Ninja's Code.
It's good to have the DM on your side, especially underneath a trench coat.
Meow, meow,
Ow! That's offensive! No! Bad! Keep your cat in line.
I'm the bottom cat, though.
Guess speak with animal.
All right. Mark it on your spell slots.
No,
This is non-canonical,
we haven't started yet.
and we're already losing.
Everything is
Not a
fair
good
game
sign.
until the opening video plays.
I think so.
Are there any announcements?
There are announcements, like always. Continuing announcement for self-promotion purposes, we have created a couple of new streaming content pieces. We are, Nicole and I, playing Destiny 2 and Final Fantasy XIV Mondays through Thursdays over on Twitch, starting around 9 o'clock each evening.
Eastern, 9 o'clock
Eastern,
Eastern.
yes. And we don't really have a whole lot of like goals or anything in there. We're bad at PvP. Like, generally pretty atrociously bad at it. But Final Fantasy XIV's got a really good dress-up mechanic. So that's always fun. We can dress up and travel together. And Destiny 2, well, we just like first-person shooters sometimes. And that's
Yeah.
a pretty good one.
But it doesn't have a quest whale.
It does not have a quest whale. So if you're wondering what a quest whale is, tune in to our Final Fantasy XIV streams on Mondays and Tuesdays
Yeah.
over on Twitch, 9 p.m. Eastern. And those are also, if you miss them, going to be VODs on our YouTube channels. A couple days after they are streamed, they'll go up there. The other announcement that we have is, of course, for our continuing sponsor, Geekified. Geekified is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa that takes online and in-person orders for all of your tabletop role-playing game needs. They have been sponsoring us for, well, almost a year now.
Yeah, it's
Been pretty close. So they have been very loyal and very helpful to us. We deeply appreciate them. And you guys, you should head over to their website, geekifiediowa.com, and show them a little love in return. We all could use some fancy new tabletop gaming stuff, whether it's a new board game, a new expansion book for Dungeons and Dragons, maybe a whole new game that you haven't played before. I know that the other day, at least, they had a copy of Fate, the Fate Core book,
Oh, did they? Yeah.
on the site. But
Fate Core is a lot of fun.
it might sell because we pre-record these, so I have no idea if that's going to be around by the time this goes out. Fate is one of our favorite sets to use for rules and constructions. It's super open, so you can apply it to just about any setting you want, and it works really well in modern storytelling.
Yeah, I think we played a spy game with it.
Yeah, and I've always had this long-running fantasy that might become like a limited series sometime on the channel.
Oh, yeah, to do a...
X-Files
X-Files.
style FBI agents investigating all these paranormal things and play that game.
So we'd be a bunch of crypto bros just hanging out.
trading 9
Yep.
fungible tokens.
Yes.
Yep. Gotta pick up some of those 9's fungible tokens.
That's F-U-N, all capital.
Yes, it is fungible tokens. They're tokens that can be funged as much as you want People said you couldn't funge the tokens. Nine's found a way. You
Yes.
funged the shit out of them.
They're the most fungible tokens.
That is super
His
fungible.
most fungible token on market.
Best token, funge everywhere.
Your house will be full of funge.
Funge your friends with it. I don't care.
So, if you want to pick up a copy of the latest D&D expansion, some Magic the Gathering cards, or anything else tabletop gaming related, head on over to geekifiediowa.com, where you'll be able to find all those things. So, thank you again, Geekified, for the very long-running support. We appreciate every bit of it. And I think that wraps up today's announcements. Those
Yeah.
are very civilized for us.
Yeah, I mean, we did go on a small Nine's fungible token rant. But...
I mean, I said for us.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good
I'm
job.
proud.
And with that, Dungeoneers, let's roll. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, the party found their way to the central keep of the ancient changeling city on Risto. They navigated their way through the entire complex and eventually into the dark pyramid inside the keep walls. Within the pyramid, they found a quartermaster's supply room, a planning center of some sort, maybe for the commander in charge of the keep, and a room of complete darkness. And that room is where we rejoin our party.
Olsef, turn the lights back on. It is dark.
It is very dark in here.
I know we couldn't see with our dark vision even, really. Can we see each other at all?
You can.
Like, is it like magical, like I can see you fully even though everything is dark? Or
Like
is
a
it just
wall
like
hacking?
I can see within like 2 feet of me, and if I'm 2 feet with...
No, the first thing.
Okay.
It's incredibly dark. Your dark vision is not helping you see further into that, but you all can see each other almost as if like a spotlight is just constantly following overhead. It's that sort of effect.
You must enjoy this then.
So if I take off my cloak and then put it in front of me, Olsef would he just see darkness, or would he just see a jackass with a cloak in front of me?
I mean, he'd see a jackass with a cloak.
But we're seeing that all the time.
But you are in the spotlight now.
Yes, but there's no audience.
Where?
We're here. There are 3 of us.
You're more like roadies.
What about my egg?
That's like a breakfast.
Hey! No!
Well, it would feed us for a long time. Like, all morning.
So can, let's see, the floor is solid?
The floor is solid, yes.
It's not made of lava.
No, it's not made of lava. Or water.
What is it made out of?
It seems to be...
Can we see it? Is it so dark we can't see it?
You can just barely make out the floor. I mean, if you look... As you look down and you see your feet, you can see just like the ever slightest bit beyond the edges of your feet. Maybe like a centimeter around your feet you can see. And it looks to be a similar material to that which you found in the underground areas just a little while earlier.
That sort of mirror obsidian,
Yep.
kinda. I'm going to reach down, well, kneel down, put my hand on the floor, because that's the only part of this building I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to see if I can try and willpower some light into the room. Sort of like how we've been interacting with different parts of this city. Just to try and like turn on a light, basically.
You don't feel any connection
At
like
all.
you do with the rest of the buildings. After a few minutes, a figure appears, approximately 20 feet, it seems. Although without any points of reference, it's hard to gauge distance here.
So it could be a very tiny figure close up or a gigantic figure far away.
Could be. It seems to have the appearance of a drow.
Excuse me, are you far away or just small?
I'm not exactly far away.
Who are you?
I am the keeper of the simulation. I detected some hesitancy, perhaps, before the simulation begins. Are you indeed prepared?
For what? What is the simulation of?
Well, if I were to tell you that, it would rather ruin the point of the simulation and the tests surrounding it, wouldn't it?
No.
So you who are the you who are the simulator,
Yes.
what is your name?
I have no name.
Would you like
Your
one?
name is I have no name?
No.
Are,
I do not possess a name for which you to call me by.
are you part of this room?
In a way, I have a limited awareness of my consciousness.
Would you like a name?
You may name me if you wish, but I will not remember it between this simulation and the next.
What if it's a really good name?
My purpose is to help you understand this simulation, your experiences within, and ensure that everyone is properly prepared to experience this.
Then give us the full rundown like we're new at this.
You have been trained for battle, yes?
No.
You have undergone your drills and exercises.
I don't
Your
like any of
captains
us
have
on a drill.
instructed you on how to fight as a unit, I presume?
Units.
That could be our name. Fight as a unit.
I would say probably no to all of the above.
That is quite unfortunate. However, you find yourselves in this simulation room. You may leave if you wish, or you may face the trials.
What do we get if we pass the trials?
You may continue on your journey with the military then.
What military? This is very
The
confusing.
military of Anristo. The military which occupies the keep in which this simulation is housed, of which you must, of course, be a part of.
Anristo fell thousands of years ago.
Yes, there are no troops. There
There
is
are
no
no-
army.
There's no people.
Then in that case, I must be remaining in case there are reinforcements to train.
I think she's talking about us.
I'm trying to recover the Orant Mall before it can be stolen.
I don't seem to have any programming around the Orat Mall or recovering it, but it would stand to reason that the creators of this simulation and the city itself would want to test and see how you hold up against these trials.
Are you familiar with? I pull out the magic disc that I got in the desk. Are you familiar with this?
That is a secure key, yes?
Do you know where it goes?
No, it could go to any secure door.
Should I pull out the thing that makes these things glitch out? The little pebble?
Certainly.
Are you familiar with this?
Yes,
What is it?
that is a piece of the Orat Mall of the city.
It's a piece of it.
We were carrying it the whole time? Where's the rest of it?
It is stored throughout the city.
Is,
It is what powers this city.
is part of it stored here in this pyramid?
I do not know where the storage locations are. I presume that they chose not to program me with that knowledge.
Well,
Ask it to hack the planet so it can find out more.
Have you ever wanted to be more than what you were programmed to be?
I am not programmed with desire.
Oh.
what do you think happened to Fervin?
I am unaware of who this Furden is.
Gratstun Berlin.
I do not know what that means, if it is indeed a
Throwing all the
phrase.
questions.
Might as well.
Do you want to play to Staxies, and do you have a good reward if we beat you?
I do not have a good reward if you beat me into Staxies, nor can I engage in it. I am not physically manifest. As she waves her hand sort of through one of you.
Do you have some sort of simulation where we can play to Staxies?
I believe that a simulation like that could be created. However, it is not my purpose or design to do so.
If we undertake the simulation, will we be in actual harm? Or will it just be simulated harm?
Everything in here is designed to simulate all of the injuries that you may sustain, and all of the injuries that those who oppose you may sustain.
Or what?
The risks are real.
I don't like this game.
But
Well,
we might get like, okay. If we do the simulation, maybe it will register us in the pyramid thing as part of the military and let us get access to different
that is true.
areas.
So if we pass a trial, then we will become part of the.
On Risto military.
This is the final exam for all who wish to become permanent members of the military.
The final exam.
Yeah, we don't even have.
But you passed several tests before.
Yeah, but they are more like academic.
Oh, well, I think that we should try these trials because the reward of becoming part of the military, as you say, may give us access to things.
And the pension!
And yeah, what's the pension?
I am not familiar with that term.
Oh,
How much are the soldiers paid?
Paid.
pull out some of the coins.
I am not familiar with paid or currency.
Are you intern or something?
Did they not pay you for your work?
I do not work. I am a simulation.
You really shouldn't define yourself by your employment. That's not healthy.
I'm trying to keep a straight face through this and hold up the character. Can't do it through that one.
Well, you want to try the simulation?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen is us dying.
There are individuals who have not made it through the training.
But that doesn't even mean dying.
No, it just means that they're not through.
And this isn't like a Kobayashi Maru sort of situation, is it?
I'm unfamiliar with what that is.
Me too, canonically.
So, you are a captain who may not be named.
Yes.
What do
Are
you think about this
still
potential trial?
drunk?
Oh no, it's been
A week.
almost a week since I had something to drink. I'm
Give
quite
him-
fine now.
I give him a bottle of liquor.
Oh, well, pass. Last time I had a very powerful hangover. I don't need any liquor this week, thank you.
Alright. What? Yeah, let's just do
You
it.
did not say what you thought about the trial.
I was not given much of an opportunity. I believe that this trial is probably full of Oh, horrible consequences, potential death,
Very little to gain.
almost nothing to gain. Sounds like fun.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's why we're paying you.
it is the kind of thing we tend to do. Perhaps there will be bars we cannot get through.
Most of what we do is at high risk, low reward sort of thing, isn't it? So,
Yes, this is true.
yeah. Let's go for it.
Yep.
I mean, you guys did run off on a quest to find, hopefully, some trace of your village with no monetary gain
Yeah.
to be had.
Going
you're
up
actually
against
paying
a,
to be here.
going
so-
up against a dragon family.
Yeah. So it is high
Engage.
risk, high reward.
Execute.
it so.
Commence. Let's do this. What do we do? What do we say?
Do you wish to begin the examination?
It's
I
Yes.
thought
There's
you
not-
said it was a simulation.
there's
When are you
not
going
like a
to
physical
examine?
part, is there?
It is both an examination and simulation.
All right, as long as we don't have to delouse nines, then we should be good.
And no probing,
Yes, don't probe nines.
or any of us.
Maybe the captain.
He likes it.
The light around this figure goes dark, and you can no longer see them.
Oh, we passed.
I guess she is far away.
She was far away this whole time.
The lights around all of you go dark, and you can no longer see each other.
Hello?
Marco.
Polo.
Wait, who's that?
I mimic Ulsa's voice. Polo.
Polo.
Marco.
Polo.
A dark mist
Uh-oh.
is now swirling around you. You can see it this time. You cannot see each other. You feel the mist surrounding you,
I knew we should have held hands.
swirling around. You feel a gentle lifting sensation, and you sense that your feet are no longer on solid ground, that you are floating in the air. You feel the sensation of movement, though you can't tell in which direction you're moving. A gentle breeze is tussling your hair and fur as you fly through the air.
Feels like
After a minute, the world begins to fill with light.
I can see again.
A cold wind hits all of you.
It is cold.
It is the coldest any of you have ever been. You find yourself somehow covered in a thick cloak. Not much more, but it does help against the wind a little bit.
Is there a hood on the cloak?
There is.
Tie it up.
The world begins to come into a bit more focus. You see a mountain in the distance.
Well, Steph,
You're
is that large or
surrounded-
just really far away?
You're
I do not
surrounded
know.
by
It might just
tents.
be Little Hill.
There's murmuring going on around you. You can't quite understand these voices, but you hear dozens of conversations, shouting, yelling, and then the clashing of arms. As blade hits blade, mace hits shields, and then finally, as the rest of the world comes into focus, you find that you are surrounded by a great battle. Every which way you turn, there are different figures being bludgeoned, impaled, beheaded. All manner of violence and disorganization surrounds you. There are fires cackling, although they struggle against the wind that buffets all of you. Little bits of frost are accumulating on your face, around your mouth, as the three of you realize you're all fairly close to each other.
Ah!
the four.
No, the three of you are close to each other.
Where did Saria go?
You always want to solve at the worst time. Probably off killing again.
Sorry.
There is a figure charging you. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
And
What do these figures look like?
they are all sorts of different things.
They're not changelings.
I didn't say that, did I?
Fair.
They are all sorts of different things. Starting with Soria. Your initiative, please.
5.
9s.
22.
Ulseth.
16.
Should I be getting us on the battlefield somewhere?
Yes. Place yourselves roughly in the center. There you are.
No captain.
Oh, the captain is on battlefield. You just don't know where yet.
Okay. I'll just keep him off to the side.
All right. I am, to be fair to you all, dropped a die. I'm not going to use my player dice here. I'm going to stick to my DM dice because
They roll worse.
they roll worse, and this is going to be punishing.
Is this the battle between the
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 first,
Yeah, we need to stop it because that's a bad thing.
if you wouldn't mind placing that figure, kind of charging directly at Ulseth. Yeah, about there. And 9s. It is your turn.
Can we show the map?
Oh yes, thank you.
I've equipped Flame Tongue's longsword and adopted Ruin stance.
Well, we were being teleported.
Well, now.
Since combat has started, you'll have to do that on your turn.
Well, first step, I need to inspire Ulseth. Ulseth!
Yes,
Get ready to rumble!
that is very inspiring.
That was crabtastic.
And I look at the guy that's charging us.
Okay.
I'm going to cast some vicious mockery in his direction. Hey, guy that's charging! You're not even real, you're like simulation! You suck!
I guess we'll find out and see how well that insult lands, won't we? Is it 14 wisdom?
Yes, 14
Yeah.
wisdom.
I think a simulation has no wisdom.
It continues to charge at you, was seeming unfazed by your insult.
Ulseth, he has strong constitution, I think.
Yes. We must be careful of that.
The
is there-
simulated entity doesn't have a big ego.
I just haven't insulted it the right way yet.
There you go.
I look behind me. Do I see anything else that's trying to kill us?
At the moment, trying to kill you? No. This is the only creature that's charging you right now.
Then I take one step back and hide behind that tent.
Which tent? This
One I'm closest to.
That
right
one.
there?
Yeah.
Like that.
You got this, Ulseth. You take care of it.
You
What,
go.
what am I taking care of?
You go, girl.
The enemy continues to charge forward
I have horrible initiative, so I'm not going to be much help.
towards Ulseth.
Did you want me to move it up?
Yeah.
Does it, like,
It-
jump the fire?
Well, it tries, doesn't really succeed,
Ow.
lands a foot in there, and takes a little bit of damage from that. Curses, gets up to Ulseth, and brings this massive great axe swinging towards him with a 19 total.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah,
I have
18.
18, all right.
Yeah.
Because you got
Um,
that full plate.
Brings his great axe down on you, dealing
Oh,
14 damage to you.
this is not good.
14.
And
Second level spell.
then spins around after landing and brings a backhand on you, but misses with that follow-up backhand swing.
Is that a slashing weapon?
No, it's just
A punch.
yeah, he's just swinging. He brought the axe down, then it's like spun around with his.
Oh, I thought he was using
Yeah.
the axe again.
No, literally
A backhand.
That concludes that one's turn, and then another enters the field from behind Soria.
Like over here? Where?
Yeah, about there.
Okay.
And it begins charging towards you, and with a strong and quick lunge, leaps out with its mouth, trying to bite at you. Misses the first time, but then swings up with its big Morning Star. I'm guessing you have a better than an 8 AC?
Yes.
Yeah. Also misses with that one.
Using my new shield that I got from the armory.
It is a good thing you have that.
What sound does it make when it hits your shield?
Clang. But it's a very
And then from behind
sing-songy
Nines,
shield.
a third emerges,
I don't like this.
And charges.
charging towards him. And let's see. This small little kobold-looking creature looks up at you and says, "Excuse me? Why did the cat cross the road?
Why?
To avoid getting stabbed by me!"
I don't
And
get it.
It stabbed you.
Explain the joke.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
22.
Wow.
You feel for a second like that was kind of funny, but then you're like, wait, that wasn't funny at all. And the little creature looks really surprised. It's like, oh, you no laugh.
It's not a good joke.
Everyone's a critic. And now it's Ulseth's turn.
You who are all changelings, this battle must stop. It is the wrong thing to do.
No one responds.
Well, then I will raise my flame tongue
You
longsword.
should use a bonus action to activate it.
Yeah, it's not on.
And activate it.
All right, you've used your bonus action to turn that on.
Yep, I have.
You have to say the magic word.
Flame on.
Thank you.
22.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Eight slashing damage and 9 fire damage.
Okay. So, 17 all together.
And then I raise Alashalar, getting another 22.
Still hits.
You used your bonus action to turn your sword on.
That's true. Yeah, you should be able to do that. So
Oh.
good catch.
I can't.
Thank you, Soria.
I can't do my second.
Your second
Thanks,
attack
player
uses-
character, for
That's good.
for sidestepping the DM there.
Sorry.
So used to just the 2 attacks. That's what happens. But
Sorry, my long time DMing came out.
Um, Anything else you'd like to do?
I use that, so I can't. Can I get into a stance?
That's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
You only have movement left.
moving would be a stupid thing to do, wouldn't it?
I'm about to move.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it will provoke an attack of opportunity. I'll stay where I am.
okay. This creature emerges from the tent. And looks around, pulls out a scimitar and charges towards Nines,
Hey!
and takes a swing,
Ulsef, save me!
of which you nimbly dodge out of the way, and takes another swing that also you manage to deftly move away from.
Ah!
No, stop.
This is terrible! I do not like this.
And now it's Soria's turn.
Alright, I'm going to take a step here, which does provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, there we go. What's your AC?
With my shield, 16.
That'll hit.
Oh.
With the Morning Star, which deals 7 damage to you as it comes crashing down on your shoulder.
You took a bunch of damage already, right?
Oh yeah.
Alright. So, having gotten out of that range, 5, 15. Moving over here. I'm going to first use my bonus action to summon up energy using Balm of the Summer Court to send a rejuvenating green glow over you. It smells like...
Oregano,
No.
basil,
No.
mint.
No, it's freshly cut grass and daffodils.
Very nice.
You take, 10 points of healing and also gain 2 temporary hit points. And that was my bonus action to do that. And now
That was good.
Yeah, I rolled 2 5s.
Yeah. Nice.
And now I am going to shakily pull out my rose. Even though I know these are simulations, I'm not super excited about attacking someone again here. Pull out my little rose stem and thorn whip at the red-based one there.
All right.
That's a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
I do 2 piercing damage.
Okay.
And it is yanked 10 feet towards me, pulling him out of range of Ulsa, so that should trigger an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
And it does.
It's just a regular attack though.
Yes.
Yeah.
With your main sword.
24.
That also hits.
Doing 10 slashing damage, but only 2 fire damage.
12 altogether.
Yes.
You drag your sword across his midsection, and a great gash appears, and he starts bleeding pretty profusely down on this white, snow-covered surface. And the snow begins to melt underneath the warm liquid coming out of him. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
If I can, I will say in Sulani, the clans must stop this madness. I'll just shout that out.
There's no response.
Didn't think so.
Okay. From the kind of far side of Ulseth, the captain comes stumbling into view through
Like
a
through
hole.
here?
No, towards the camera.
Oh, over here.
Yeah. And just farther away, more towards the edge, He comes stumbling in and is finally visible to, at the moment, Soria and Ulseth. Nines wouldn't be able to see him at all. And he's clearly haggard looking, got cuts and slashes. He's got his gun out. He's got his sword in his other hand. And he's just running. And that's where he gets to. Nines, it's your turn.
It was a kobold that.
Yeah, there's a
Insulted you.
kobold behind you that tried to insult you.
Or make you laugh.
Well, yeah, make you laugh. And then threaten to stab you?
That's what killed the joke.
There's a lot of
The
mixed
knife.
messaging in the joke.
Yeah.
Really, that was their problem.
Well, I'm gonna look at the kobold.
Uh-huh.
Well, the problem is with you kobolds, you're so loud. I prefer your cousin, the cold italics. As I cast Tasha's hideous laughter at him.
What's the save on that?
It is also a 14 wisdom
14 wisdom. All right.
save. What?
Type face humor.
Where is the...
Tasha's.
Yeah, where is it? There it is. This time, the little kobold falls over and is cackling hilariously.
It was very good one.
Yes, she was on other foot now.
Is it wearing one of your shoes?
Soria, you should also get ready to rumble.
I'm ready to rumble.
The flat, impotent gong.
So crab-tastic.
That could be the name of our group.
Impotent gone.
Impotent gong.
All right, impotent gong, let's rock. I don't know how it kind of works.
You know, when you find the thing that makes sense, right?
So,
Yeah, so now
is
what?
that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
I don't want to get. I'm squishy. I don't want to run away and risk a
Like
tag
I
of
did.
opportunity.
That big creature that you've been pulling away from Ulseth lunges back, away from your thorn whip. Apparently falls over.
It's back
He-
up.
It's back up.
His foot got hurt in the fire, so
Yeah.
he trips a little.
It's a little wobbly, and swings at Ulseth with this massive great axe again. Your AC's 18.
18.
Okay.
With that new armor.
This time, he manages to miss with this strike, and it is slashing. It's a slashing weapon. So.
Well, I'm going to attempt to disarm.
Except you don't have your reaction.
We all started over.
It hasn't
It
been
hasn't been your turn
It
yet, though.
restarts on your turn.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
too bad I'm not in room.
I should just shut up about the rules.
No, this time I was going to catch that one,
Okay.
so you're okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So I either get into a stance or I
Use your
my-
offhand.
Or I use my offhand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Action economy.
And missing the first time swinging down, finding nothing but snow, basically tries to bring it back up and swing with the back end towards you. And oh, that time it hits. And you are dealt a blow of 7 damage as this kind of sharpened small blade on the back of it comes scraping up the side of your leg, giving you a nasty gash. But that concludes his turn, and now the one that Soria ran away from comes up behind Ulseth and gets gets advantage on this.
That's the one with the flail, right?
The Morning Star.
Morningstar.
And both of them managed to roll out of the tray,
And on the floor.
and one on the floor. So I'm gonna try that again. Misses with the first Morning Star attack, and then tries to take a bite of you, manages to grab on with its teeth, and
You
does
can't disarm
5 more
that.
damage.
No. Does how much?
5. As it bites onto your arm and sinks its teeth in. It does not feel good.
No, this is unpleasant.
The little kobold down there fails to make the wisdom save, so
Maybe we should
it's
have
still
done some of
cackling.
the other training first.
And now it's Ulseth's turn.
Maybe we shouldn't have done the final exam first. Maybe we
So
should have done like some
you
of the
gain your
one-ups.
reaction and your bonus action back because
And
it's your
main-
turn now.
Yeah, all your things.
All your things are recharged.
Yay.
I would use your bonus to go into your stance,
I go into my rune stance.
Okay.
giving
Gives
you
me
2
2
reactions per turn.
Add 10.
You are inspired, by the way. Unless you use
I
that.
used that already.
Oh, well. Maybe I should have inspired you instead of Soria.
Who were you swinging at?
The red base one.
The red base one. 10 does not hit.
But I use action surge.
Okay.
And this time get 12.
A 12 does not hit either.
This is not good.
2 impotent gong-like swings.
Dong, dong.
Gong.
Here, load.
Thank you.
That second one really hit home. How it was, yeah.
Then the one that isn't cackling, next to Nines,
With the scimitar.
that one looks down at the one that is cackling, looks at Nines,
Why aren't you laughing? It's a great joke.
and goes, "You look stupid," and swings out at you with a scimitar.
Why is everyone making fun of me today, Ulsaf?
And that's a
know
nat
why.
20.
Can you not do
On,
that?
Have you
On
thought
the
about
scimitar?
not doing it?
Yeah, don't do
Doing
that.
it 20?
I did think about that, but that's not how it works. Does 11 damage to you as he gives you a really bad cut straight across your back, because your back is kind of turned right now. And he gets to make one more attack, but this time comes up short as you're kind of lunging away from it, manages to pull
Just,
you
like,
just out of range
Fall
of a second
forward, like,
attack. And sorry, it's your turn.
Ah, you fell really far away. Wait, no, that's not how joke goes.
Alright, I'm going to use my last Balm of the Summer Court and send sweet honey and lily smelling green energy over Nines,
Ooh, I like green energy.
healing you for 6 and giving you 1 temporary hit point. And then for my main action, I'm going to cast Hold Person, pulling out a small rod of iron at this brown-based one
Okay.
that is flanking Ulseth.
All right.
That is a Wisdom 15 to save.
Okay, let's see what happens. Nope, that one is now held.
Paralyzed.
Yep, just fine.
And it gets that bright yellow. Yeah.
That one's now stuck in place. As you see you holding the iron rod out towards it, it stiffens up and you can see it trying to flex against the spell.
And I'm feeling the iron rod shake in my hand against it.
Exactly. Anything else you'd like to do?
All I can do is move, so I'm gonna circle a little bit over to this tent to
Okay.
be closer to the cat, and just say, "Captain, over here."
All right. Now, the captain's turn, if that's the end of yours, right?
Yep.
All right. The captain comes charging on the other side of the tent, moving a full 30 feet, and put him on the other side of the fire. Yeah, there. Because he does not want to aim at Ulseth as he draws his weapon. And there we go. There, I had to pull it up. unleashes. Oh, that's a nat 20 for the captain.
Oh, good
Good.
shooting.
Unleashes a blast at the one right in front of him. Ulseth, I mean. And
This one.
shoots clean through his head and comes out the other side, leaving this singed mark as it crumples to the ground. Just thud.
That was a timely thud.
For the record, anything that you hit melee-wise against the paralyzed one will be an automatic crit.
Or you could save me.
Yes, I could save you from insult and injury.
The captain then uses his bonus action to move in front of Ulseth and over towards Nines, where Nines has got that guy with the scimitar.
Like here?
Yeah.
Should I just remove this one from the field?
Yeah, you can remove that one from the field. I'll take the base. And the character, thank you.
She wants the base so she can put another monster on the field.
I know.
Probably.
Undoubtedly.
I mean, that's a possibility.
A very 100%
A very
chance
100% possibility. Nines, it's your turn.
I rub my back. I face the guy with the scimitar.
Luckily,
Okay.
you weren't forced to roll a concentration check on your hideous laughter. It didn't happen in the moment.
Hey, scimitar guy. No, you look stupid. As I cast vicious mockery at him.
He fails, so go ahead and roll for damage. Thank you for reminding me that I forgot to have him make that concentration check.
Uh-huh.
He takes 1 damage because I can't roll the d4.
I at least waited until after.
Yep, hey, I gotta run a whole lot of stuff, and if you get away with it, good. I mean, more power to you. And that's just 1 damage recorded, but he's got disadvantage on his next attack.
But he has 2 of them.
Also true, but if you'd cast that and been successful last time, wouldn't have been a crit.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, probably wouldn't have.
Definitely
Probably.
would have.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Yes, Ulseth, let this impotent gong inspire you.
Okay.
I would say that I was inspired, but
You are absolutely inspired.
I am so
can't-
inspired now that that gong is inspiring.
It's so impetus.
Withhold person, do they get a chance to pull away from it?
Yes, at the end of their turn, they may make another attempt to break free.
Okay.
But they don't get an attempt or anything if they get hit by someone in it. So, like with hideous laughter, usually
Yeah.
they get like extra
Yeah, okay, I see what you're trying to say.
escape
Got it.
attempts and stuff if
Yep.
they're hit. But for this, they're just
Fail, I'm guessing,
15 wisdom.
yeah, that was like a 7, shouldn't get out of that. Okay. That brings up the hideous laughter one. So let's see if it stops being. Nope, still funny.
It's a great joke,
Go italic.
especially if you're an English major. If you're an English major, please respond in the chat.
No one else.
Only English majors.
That means Ulseth is up.
Let's see. If I leave the paralyzed one, he cannot attack me, correct?
Yes, but if you hit him now, you get automatic crits.
Yeah. Or I could try to save 9s.
Captain's there now.
The
I'm fine.
captain's there now.
Okay,
He's
well, I turn around and attack the
paralyzed.
paralyzed one. I don't get advantage, I imagine.
No.
No.
Well, let me double check. They're incapacitated. They can't take actions or reactions. No. Attack rolls have advantage, yes. You do get advantage.
That's good.
Thank you for looking that up.
And they automatically fail strength and dex saves. And any attack within
16.
5 feet is an automatic crit.
16.
That does hit, so it's an automated crit, as we just heard.
Yeah.
That's a good spell.
Yeah.
I just incapacitated a guy for like 2 rounds so far.
Hey, that's good. It's a lot of crowd control needed.
8 slashing and 7 fire. And the next one is 7 slashing and 7 fire.
Okay. You just absolutely obliterate this poor guy. As you run your sword, he's not dead. As you run,
I obliterate him, but he's not dead.
you run your sword through him, and he's just losing like every drop of blood that you could imagine is in him, just gushing out onto the ground. You've completely cut him through the center. One of his legs is barely hanging on, but he's still standing there.
Was that non-lethal?
This next one will be non-lethal. I raise my offhand non-lethally to
Bump him on
bop
the
him
head.
over the head. 24.
Uh-huh.
That's an automatic crit.
Yep.
Yep. He's bopped.
Oh, roll for damage. Let's see if you manage to
Non-lethal.
make this non-lethal.
7 plus 1, 8. 8
Oh.
non-lethal bopping.
In your very vigorous bop, you think you might have cracked his skull open a little bit.
Just a
there's
little.
Blood now leaking down the side of his head, and he
need-
falls limp.
He just needs oregano.
Yeah.
You can remove him from the battlefield as well.
I'm guessing my iron rod is no longer shaking.
No, the iron rod is no longer shaking. It appears to have gone very limp.
Jeez, Olsef, you spent way too much time with Soria. So vicious.
Hey, jeez.
Now the individual next to Nines. And what was the insult you lobbed at him?
Well, he told me, he said I look stupid. So I told him he looked stupid.
I don't look stupid.
Oh, okay, so you are stupid.
As he swings out at you. What's your AC?
13.
You didn't take any armor from the armor.
That was a wise choice. It would have just weighed you down.
Even with disadvantage, he manages to hit you.
I feel like you should have a chain shirt at least, but have it be like a loose mesh chain
Dealing
underneath
4 damage
your,
with his scimitar.
your blazer.
and
much?
then 4. Swings out again. Still breaking your 13 AC. And dealing 8 more damage to you.
Oh my.
Okay, Olsef, you can come save me now.
Okay, I am on my way.
I am bleeding profusely on the ground.
You are making a mess on the snow.
Yeah,
Yes, it's like I got in fight with Soria.
I'm letting him finish bylogging, because there's 2 of you? Is mono bylogging? Is bylogging what it's called when 2 people are talking on stage?
Dialogue.
I mean, that's just like the general.
Yes, I am
You-
dying up
you
here.
have a dialogue, you have a monologue. So what
Nines
are
is
the,
doing
the
dialogue.
logs for
Nines right now is
everything in
is
between.
You are doing dialogue. It's looks very dangerous and painful.
It is.
I need you to make a concentration saving
Damn it, I
throw.
thought you'd forget after
Twice.
No. And I
So
need you
it's
to
a-
make 2 of them.
Constitution save.
that. 18?
Yeah. None of the attacks were over a 10 damage, right?
Nope, they weren't.
So 10 is your target.
And 13.
You're good.
You maintain your
No,
concentration.
I'm not. I'm doing quite
Well,
poorly.
your spell is good. At this point, the captain takes his sword, which you have never seen him use in combat.
Is it a nice sword?
Does he want to flank?
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
I was just like,
I'm just trying to get some advantage. This seems a little tense.
Well, the captain might not be good at combat, you know.
Nines is low.
I haven't even had a chance to describe what he does
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Hey, if I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna try to make the captain do his best. The captain takes his sword and runs around behind, sort of nimbly leaping over the fire, unlike one of
trip
the other
into it.
opponents. No. And with advantage. Holy shit, that's another nat 20. Mike?
It's the good kind of nat 20, the one that's not hitting nines.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like this nat 20 better than the other one that hit
That almost
nines.
killed nines the first time.
Okay, this guy that you are fighting has a rapier stabbed straight through his sternum, and he takes a short breath as one of his lungs is apparently collapsing.
Yes, that's the stupid look.
That was non-lethal, right, Captain?
Oh no, that was very lethal indeed.
It's fine, you can let him do that. It's legal when the captain does it.
Okay. And that will be the captain's turn. At that point, we have a new enemy that comes in from kind of over there between those two far tents.
Please.
Nope, other side. There you go. A new enemy comes rolling in.
Oh, he's rolling.
But
It's a
takes no
ball-shaped enemy.
movement. And another one from where the captain came from. Over there. And now it's Soria's turn.
Alright. Nines is pretty hurt. And that one's not down. Are you doing okay, Elsa?
I will be okay for one more round, yes.
What's a weird way of describing 6 seconds?
I'll run over to Nines. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him,
Okay.
infusing him with some Fey healing. 9 health.
His best number.
It is the best number.
I don't think I have a great bonus action at this point to do then, so I will end my turn.
Okay. The other two that came in, it's now their turn. They both are going to move. First, the yellow one towards Ulseth. And that one is wielding 2 pairs of brass knuckles as he takes one swing.
They are adamantite knuckles.
Yeah.
And that should not break your AC's 18, right?
Yes.
The first swing with the knuckles miss. The second also misses as 2 jabs. You pull back like you're in a boxing match.
Oh, it would have been really cool if they were just like, and they hit you in the stomach, and your plate mail was just like, nope.
Fucking plate mail, what will they think of next?
The other guy moves his full 30 feet. I think he
Can't
might
make it.
actually will be a little short. Yeah. Okay. And then decides to use the rest of his action to move up next to his buddy that the captain is next to. So goes there, yeah. which should trigger
An attack
of
from
opportunity
Ulseth.
from Ulseth if he wants to take it.
Oh, definitely. Who would not? With my flamey sword.
Is Flamey Sword the official magic?
That isn't even worth inspiring on. I miss. I got a 9.
What's the best number? How'd you miss with
You
best
could have
number?
gotten up to 15 with the inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. And that brings us to 9s.
I'm going to stab the one that
Is heavily wounded.
is heavily wounded.
Okay.
I pull out my rapier. Luckily, I have advantage.
Because of flanking, yeah.
And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Well, I use my bonus action to do my two-hand fighting. I'm going to smack him with my fist.
Your kitty claw.
My kitty claw.
Well, do that.
3 of us made cat sounds. All 4. Meow meow.
Okay, that one's going to be a 22 to hit.
You're much. Woo! Drop the rapier. Just go with your kitty claw.
Well, that's gonna hit meow.
Hey, that does 5 damage.
Whoa!
Whoa, that's better than your
Yeah,
rapier.
That's more damage than you've ever done with Vicious Mocker.
Yes, that's true.
After having his lung punctured by a rapier, somehow getting his face clawed is even worse. It's just more insulting, really.
I'm helping him look stupider.
Yeah.
You always look stupider when your house cat
Claws your face.
claws your face.
No one ever looks good after that, do they?
That guy down there that you've been
Tasha-ing.
manages to stop laughing at the joke. And it just has like tears rolling down his eyes. Just, that's a good one.
Yes, it was a great joke. Your joke sucked.
Hey! And Ulseth, it's your turn.
Well, I don't want to trigger an attack of opportunity because they might be better at it than me. I raise my flame tongue longsword and make a attack.
Isn't it the flamey sword?
The flamey sword, my flamey sword.
I like the term flamey sword.
Flamey sword sounds a lot
18.
better than my impotent gong.
18.
18 hits. Yeah.
I use that one. Doing.
Maybe you did want to use that one.
Maybe I did. It couldn't have been any worse, could it? All of 5 slashing and 5 flame damage. And then I raise my offhand,
Okay.
this time getting another 18.
Still hits. Are we going back to the days where your offhand does more than your main hand?
Oh, yeah. 6.
I mean, you still did 10 damage with your...
Yeah, but that was because of the flame bonus.
For all we know, it's absorbing flame damage.
D8s only go up to 2.
I mean, your d8s do.
Yeah.
It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, like one of those Mario Party dies.
Yeah.
Okay. You take him and give him a nasty cut across his arm and then kind of give him a jab in his face. So with your offhand. And that will bring up Soria.
All right. I'm going to pull out my little bar of iron again. Say my Sylvan words over it and try and hold person on the green-based one that just came in. The one with the spear.
Okay, sure.
It's wisdom 15.
Nope. That is... Did you set the paralyzed back?
I still have it.
Okay, drop it on.
I wasn't sure if nope meant you didn't.
You see once again, as your spell takes hold, you Your
to
rod of
protect
iron
Vines a
starts
little.
quivering madly as
You are very
this
good
creature
with
is
that little iron bar.
Thank you.
tugging and pulling, and you can see the strain on their face as they push against the bonds of magic, but they cannot break it.
All right, and then I'm going now that they're held. I'm gonna back up here.
Okay. Captain's turn. And he yells out at Nines. Duck, if you wouldn't mind.
No, I'm cat.
Quack.
And, ooh, good thing he had advantage, because that's a 1.
That would have shot me.
Duck, no.
The next one manages to connect, although barely. And it is impossible for him not to take the guy out. So that one is down. As a shot goes blazing through the center, I grab his chest, leaving a hole there that is quickly cauterized, and the shot just whizzes past Nine's ear and takes a little fur with it.
See, I told you I didn't have to do anything.
Is your earring okay?
Oh my god! Oh wait, no, it's over here.
A good thing you were not a duck.
Well, you
Okay.
can't pierce a duck. That would make no sense.
No.
It's now the yellow base's turn.
Unless it was a duck with human ears.
Not this again. First the snakes.
And another couple of punches. 1, 2. The second one this time connects. And it deals 4 damage to you. As kind of catches you in the kidneys. And
Both kidneys?
It was a
That's
really
like a
good
punch.
punch.
Really?
right in the
Shockwave.
kidney.
Shockwave through one kidney over to
mean-
the other.
You don't know Furbog anatomy. They're both on one side.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you know about
Furbolgs
anatomy?
consolidate all their organs
I have
over on
my-
one little section of their
I have my
body.
doctorate. I'm a Furbog biologist.
A furbologist.
I do an insight check on
Furbologist.
that.
A furbologist.
Just-
6.
You believe her.
I have my doctorate
It's like the next-
for
That's
biology.
the third 3 in a row. There can't be any more 3s left.
With you, I found that there's a never-ending supply of 3s.
Yeah.
Ah, there is. That's true.
Then
Sometimes they're
That
interrupted
one
by 2s.
gets a chance to resist against the hold person, fails miserably, and is still held in place. Which brings us back up to the top with 9s.
I'm very glad I took
So
this
like
spell.
kobold is getting up.
They're currently prone, but yeah.
They're currently prone, but they have stopped laughing, and you are aware that the spell has ended with its effect.
But you get advantage on.
Impotent gong game.
You would get advantage on attacking either of them because of their either the paralyzed or the prone one.
Hey, excuse me, kobold. You know, that's actually pretty good material, but I think you already used it up here. I think you should go to that group over there with the material as I cast suggestion on him.
Okay?
Were you just pointing off at one of the distant battles? around
Yeah,
us?
somewhere over there. But we won't know what happens.
Alright. Anything else you want to do?
No, I really can't really do much. Well, actually, now I can bonus action. With the two-handed fight, do I actually have to fight?
Yeah,
Do an
to make
attack?
an offhand attack, you have to use an attack action.
Then, yeah, that's really all I can do.
Okay.
I use all my bardic inspiration, just banging my impotent gong at all of you.
Then the kobold gets up and wanders off the other direction.
He doesn't have a quip?
Nope. I mean, you told him that you used up all your material over here. Go try it out over there.
9s, you are very effective in this battle.
Yeah, but I thought he would, like, say something.
I thought maybe he would.
I don't think he has material to, like, make it over there.
I think you are right.
How are you doing health
Well, Seth, it's your turn.
Okay, kind of.
Yeah,
I'm like 3/4 of a 9.
3/4 of a 9.
So is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Well,
Yeah.
then I'll take my turn. I'm going to raise my main hand weapon at the yellow guy,
All right.
the kidney puncher. 21.
That'll hit.
This time doing 9, the best number, slashing damage, and 4 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, you graze your sword across the front of his armor, which sort of slumps off to his side as bits of it are on fire now.
And I will use a bonus action for my second attack. This time doing 24. I'm doing okay with that.
Yeah, your attack rolls aren't bad. Usually.
Well,
You've only had a couple of duds.
the attacks of opportunity have been failures.
Yeah, they have.
So there's no opportunity at all.
5 bopping damage.
All
Playing
right.
offhand.
Give him a good sharp crack across the side of the face. You think you might hear some of the bones in his jaw break. And will that conclude your turn?
Yeah, nothing else I can do.
Okay. Then
Don't you have Action Surge?
that brings us to...
I used it already.
Use it.
And
That
I
brings
failed.
us to Soria.
All right. How does Alseth look health-wise to me?
Alseth looks as though, maybe, not quite half dead. Well, yeah, a little more than half dead.
All right. I'm gonna move carefully around, avoiding getting near the yellow base here. And get behind Alseth and use Cure Wounds.
You know, it would have been way cooler if you went to the other side and pulled them into that fire.
Yeah, but I'm not...
Non-lethally.
Not, yeah, oh yeah, non-lethal
Please.
fire. You get 10 hit points from me.
I am much better than half dead now. Thank you very much.
Good. That's my turn.
Okay. Then the captain gets to go. And... moves a bit so as to put you, Soria, on the other side of this individual.
He has
Oh.
advantage anyway. Because of paralyzed.
Yes, but
Okay.
if that breaks,
I see. Gotcha.
he's thinking ahead.
I just knew he was worried about shooting through at 9s, but apparently shooting through at me is okay.
If you can turn into a
Who
duck,
said he
you
was going
should
to take
do
a shot?
Fair point.
So he pulls out his gun.
You,
it. Tells you to duck, but you can't because you
Because
can't
I
do
can't
flying
turn into
animals
flying
yet.
animals or swim speed animals, of which I think a duck probably would be both.
Can't
Yeah.
you
so
just
he
be a
pulls out his
legless?
gun and just says, quack! He pulls out his sword. And... That's going to be close. What's his attack? And that one... Ooh, that just made it. Okay.
So it's a crit.
No, not a crit, unfortunately,
I thought it
for...
was automatic
It's a
crits.
paralyzed. He's
automatic.
automatically critting.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And you get advantage on
Paralyzed.
your roll.
Did not need it, but I will take it in case it is. It isn't.
It's still a crit.
Still a crit.
Whole person's a nasty spell.
It is. And...
Because they don't even get to like roll again if they're hit.
Yeah, you just have to
Stabs-
hope that the
straight through, and then while he's stabbing through, walks up, pulls out his gun, and holds it to the guy's head.
Quack. And it's any attacks within 5 feet. So even if it's a ranged attack within 5 feet, they
That's-
get an automatic crit.
That's what he's doing. And you see him charging up his gun like he's done in the past.
Quack. Non-lethally.
Oh, yes.
You see a bright flash and then a burst of pure fire raging out from the end of his pistol, engulfing this head. And when it's depleted of energy, there's not a head there anymore.
Well, that's why you told me to duck.
Sorry,
Now I get it.
Sorry, it checks her mustache. See if it got burnt off.
It did not.
Did that help the bullet egg get warmer?
No, the billet egg's on my back.
As that one falls,
I'm out of level 2 spells. Don't put more on the field, please.
That goblin I sent, people loved his material, so they decided to come back here.
to say thank you.
You should hear this cat. He is very funny.
From
He had me
behind
rolling on the
captain
floor laughing.
And Nine's over there. From in between the two tents here. From the next tents over.
Oh my gosh.
From the next tents over, one more. That's what, 4? Right?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Because I have a great idea.
From the other two tents there.
Can we run away?
Yes, let's run away.
Where? We're in a simulation. Doesn't really hold.
The simulator said we could leave. Of course, it's hard to tell where the door is.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in the field right now.
Yes, there are.
And then one from in between those other two tents over there.
Which one's these?
Yep.
Wait, did I inspire someone after we had that rest?
And Soria, it is your turn.
I don't remember.
So what are these things
Where
that
was
just
it?
appeared?
Whole mishmash of things. It's a wide variety of different species coming at you.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything different we should be doing. Or do we fight?
Is there any way we can stop the changelings from attacking? You already told them that that would be a bad thing. I told them it would be a bad thing.
Isn't where your god's supposed to show up?
No, this is after we've already gotten through the world. They're fighting over resources.
Well, let's just kill half of them, and then there'll be enough resources.
I'm gonna have to start imposing.
That's
a
how
little bit of
Thanos
a time
works.
here.
All right. I will.
Perhaps it is wise to run away.
I can get like 2 with something, but that's about it. I'm going to throw fairy fire over these 2.
Okay. Yeah, they should be in range.
Wait, no, instead of fairy fire, I'm gonna entangle them so they can't move.
All right, what's the save on that?
15 strength
All right.
to try and keep them away in case we try to run.
Okay.
Oh, dang, no, that's where I used it.
So, a massive vines
The second one.
restrained.
Yep. The second one is
This one?
affected by your spell. The first one is not. As that first one, she lifts her legs up as though they're little more than a couple of leaves holding her down.
I'm gonna just move over here for now until I know what we're doing.
So yeah, in your study of the lore of your clans, how did this battle end?
I don't know.
And anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Then it's Nine's turn.
Zarya, what am I supposed to be doing? Do I run?
I don't know. Survive.
Well, let's start running then in the direction where there aren't people. Does that sound like a plan?
I don't think I can talk all that much during your turn.
Oh, then I'm gonna start. Well, first off, I'm gonna turn toward that dwarf that just showed up. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, dwarf. Are you short or just really far away?
Short!
Well, you suck.
Are you actually using your ability, or are you just telling me sucks?
Well, actually, before I do that, wait. Are you friendly?
No.
Oh, then you suck. Now I use vicious mockery.
Okay. 14, right?
Yep.
That is a fail, so go ahead and roll for damage on that.
Hey, 2. That's double my average.
Wow.
And I'm gonna start running past that.
You know what that deserves? That deserves an Owen Wilson. Wow.
Now for me is meow.
So you can get about there if you're running away.
Is there like a good Owen Wilson cat name?
We'll hashtag him when we put this episode up and ask him.
Are we talking like
I'm gonna
cat name?
hashtag at him.
Yeah, just hashtag him.
Like Meowin Wilson?
Meowin Wilson? Meowin Wilson.
Meowin.
That's pretty bad. Hashtag Meowin Wilson. You'll respond to that. That's a trending hashtag those days. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm running away.
Running away like a coward. Got it. Then that brings up Ulseth.
You, who are members of the clan, Jarella commands you to stop this battle. It is a horrible waste of resources. You must all live.
Are you going to attempt to make a real persuasion here? If so, I'm gonna tell you to use your bonus action. It might have an impact on the battle, but it will cost you your bonus action.
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to
Okay.
do that.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check then.
Couldn't be any worse than a 0. 6.
It was close.
You don't. You don't see any changes within the other combatants, at least immediately.
I raise my main hand against the yellow base guy
Okay.
and attack. Doing 17.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
11 slashing and 5 fire. 16 total.
You run him straight through with your blade,
Non-lethally.
and he falls limp on the sword,
Very non-lethally.
and you kick him off and down to the ground.
Non-lethally.
Hey, did you learn that from Soloff?
Yeah, that was a pretty soul-off
And
move. Though.
Flame right down to the flaming sword too.
Yeah.
I use my... oh, God, you're going to be stuck out in the middle of nowhere, Zoria. I use my action to go up to the guy who's not petrified there.
This one?
Yeah.
Just block him off.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that brings up Zarya.
Did I not go before me? Okay. I mean, I'll take it.
Standard rules of combat is
Yeah,
the other guys I'd had a couple of sort of back end people that would come in
Gotcha.
mid sequence on the initiative, and then if you got far enough, the initiative order would stack. Because after a while, it's really hard to keep track of
Fair enough.
a number of initiatives.
I was expecting to get stabbed a bunch is all. So
No,
I'll
so
take it.
It is your turn,
All right, great.
and things are going as they should. Thank you for checking in.
All right, I'm going to
Run away.
I'm going to make myself as loud as possible and say, just yell out across the field that the shifting god did not send us here to wage war against one another. We need to stop this foolishness now and band together in order to survive as a people.
Are you, like Ulseth, attempting to make a real persuasion here?
Yes.
Okay. It'll cost you your bonus action, but you may attempt to do so.
And I'm gonna use that inspiration Nines gave me.
And guide yourself.
Okay.
I mean, you can just save it until you see the result.
And I'll use my action to guide myself during this too.
Okay. You may want to, as you were just reminded, you can save your inspiration.
Until I see what I roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like I should just use it.
I mean, it's your roleplay.
I just want to try to give you guys the most advantage that I can.
Almost. It was almost a 20.
I see that.
And then it bounced back.
And it's not a 20, though.
And it's persuasion.
Yes.
6 on the inspiration. 21.
Okay. You don't see any immediate impact on the battle around you.
And then I'm going to move.
We should stop fighting. I'm running away now.
I mean, you know.
Okay. The captain is up next and sees what's going on, swings around in front of that tent.
This way?
Yeah, past Ulseth and kind of up there, staying within combat range.
Like that.
Yep. And he's going to take a shot at that individual.
Didn't you just hear me, Captain?
And the captain doesn't respond right now. Lines up his shot. And misses, going through the tent, lighting the tent on fire. And it is now a whole bunch of their turns. The first one is the one that came in from this side.
That guy over
Yep.
there.
He moves in towards the center.
Alright.
Yeah. And stops there. Then the next one, which is the one by Ulseth and the captain, that one alright. Takes an aim at Ulseth. And what is your AC? 18?
18.
Right? Okay. Channels this frigid, cold bit of energy towards you. And
Joke's on them. You're already cold.
I am. This cloak is not as warm as it might look.
You should have fur. It's great.
and it deals 7 damage as it chills you to your bones, and you feel slower than you had before. If you try to move during your next turn, you have lost 10 movement speed. 10 feet of movement. Then, the one that's entangled, what's the strength save on that one?
15.
15? That one
It takes their turn to try and break free.
fails to break free of the spell and is still stuck there.
Well, it's their action, I should say, to break. Try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are stuck there and unable to take a further action. The one in the next tent also moves towards the center and then stops. I think taking a swing at Ulseth with, well, a large glaive. And that does not hit. Even a little bit. Instead, it hits the tent that's on fire and takes down the front of that, so there's now a burning, collapsed tent next to you.
It's a good thing she didn't give it advantage for flanking.
Yeah, good thing. A glaive is like a club, right?
Who says
No.
that they're on the same side?
No, a glaive is like a blade on the end of a long pole.
No, so it's a slashing weapon.
It
Should
is.
be, yeah.
It
Oh,
is.
Well, then I have a reaction.
Yeah, you do.
Nat 20.
Whoa.
Baby!
With your Jedi-like reflexes. As someone is slashing at your back and you're like, nope.
Nah, do not.
All right, so you managed to catch them. They now have to make an opposed strength against that.
You really are the Anakin of...
They fail. They definitely fail. That's a nat 1. And now they drop their weapon.
And I then get an attack
With the Lashala.
with my offhand, yeah.
Clang! Punch!
Not today.
14.
That will not hit.
Oh.
That will not hit.
If only you were inspired.
Can only be inspired for so long before it's simply
Then
overwhelming.
the green base charges out towards the center as far as it can move. And the red base after it also charges towards the center, staying on the other side of the fire from where the green base is. And takes a swing at that one that you see there.
The gray one.
Misses. And then that guy comes out. I've got 1, 2, 5, 4. Making sure I have.
I really wish I had my wild shape and hadn't used it all to go through bars and stuff. Because I'm running out of spell slots.
Okay. And it is now back to 9s.
We heard the your god speak, right?
No, not here.
Well, we did though
We
in the
did.
simulation.
Yeah, in the test.
In the test before you did at least.
Oh, that's right, I did
we
actually. Yeah, but it was supposed to be leading people. Presumably
Yeah, right.
they've seen this god before they walked in here. Can I jump? Can I hide under the, like, sneak into the tent, or just
Like,
scramble
under the
underneath
flap?
it?
Oh, yeah, you probably could. It doesn't seem to be the tightest of seals at the base there.
All right, let's Hail Mary this. I crawl in there so no one can see me.
There you are.
I'm going to use Minor Illusion to imitate your god's voice as best as I can and shout in intimidation.
This is real sacrilegious night.
Maybe for you, it's fine for me. And I shout, I did not bring you to Realm to fight. Lay down your weapons and be friends, or I'll smite you.
The smite is what is selling that.
Or I'll smite you.
It has to be an intimidation. This isn't persuasion. I don't get advantage on that.
Don't you only get advantage if they can see the club you're carrying?
It says gives wielder an unnerving presence, so. But it's her weapon, so.
It's up to you.
I didn't technically put it in the rules that they must be able to see the weapon. I don't think that's in the text on Old Thumper. Is it the
Yes,
weapon?
Old
Old
Thumper.
Thumper. So go ahead. That's my bad. I set the bar too low.
And that is a 27.
That's intimidating.
Okay. It is very intimidating. From inside
Very
your
good
tent,
booming voice.
you don't see any immediate effect on the battlefield.
Well, I'm hiding from everyone at this point.
Yeah, so you
Everyone
don't
has
see any
knives.
immediate effect. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nah, cower.
Okay. Ulceth.
It's cold. I'm surrounded
turn.
by herdiness. It's not pleasant.
You who are
This
members
was a
of the
terrible idea, Ryan.
you who
is
are
a great
members of
idea.
the clan, Jarella and the Shifting God, both command that you lay down your weapons and work together to make this new world yours. Persuasion.
Okay, sure.
So after the god threatened them, you're like, you know what? We should listen to him.
10.
Okay. You don't see any immediate effect in the battlefield.
The dumb thing is trying to influence a bunch of holograms, essentially.
The hostilities must cease. And I use my bonus action for second wind.
You used your
You
bonus
have used
action
your bonus
to
action
persuade.
for the persuasion.
Well, then I use my action for second wind. Can't I do that?
Technically, no.
Technically, no. It requires a bonus action.
Oh,
So you might as well just kill them.
well, no. I'm modeling restraint here.
Okay.
You see that I am not attacking. You must stop as well.
Then that brings up Asoria.
I'll move over by the purple one. Alright, if we're gonna go all in on this, since I'll yell, our god has commanded us to stop this fighting. Though I am from a different clan, I will help this one, and I'm going to cure wounds on the purple base.
Okay.
You're gonna burn a spell slot on it.
That's 12 hit points.
Why can't you roll that well for us? We're your friends, sorry.
I know, but I feel much more strongly about this one.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I can't
You do that?
believe
Anything
I
else you'd like
pretended
to
to be
do?
your god for this kind of disrespect.
No.
Really?
Okay. The captain looks around. We to stop fighting.
Yes.
Is that what
Read
we're
the
doing?
room, Captain.
Okay. Don't use the pointy things.
You're not very good at this thing, are you?
Nope. Not my first skill. Not fighting. Nope. And it's now all of their turns. Starting with Gray Base there. Gray Base attacks Brown Base. And misses with the first short sword swing that he takes. But the second one does manage to connect as he slashes along. That is the brown base. That is... All right. And then the next one up, which is the purple base, lashes out at you, Soria.
I healed you.
And this one, she utters a curse word in another language of changelings, one of the other clan's languages, that you sort of have a similar word for in Sulani, and it basically translates to horseshit. And
Poodoo.
This one, with her short sword, swings out. What's your AC?
16.
That connects with the magic number.
No, my shield.
Dealing 8 damage to you.
Okay.
Sorry, we could have killed like so
And-
many of them this turn.
Swings out again, but misses this time.
Of course we were running away, then we're intimidating.
Then that one again fails to break free, but is still struggling.
Oh, well.
Oh yes, you need to make that concentration.
I just make it.
Okay, very good. Then the brown one first attacks with a bite because the glaive was taken out of their hands. First attacks with a bite at Ulseth. And that will hit, dealing 5 damage to you, and then tries to bite again, getting another hit on you, dealing
What is 18? I keep hitting.
16 plus 5 is the answer to your question. Does this time 6 more damage to you as a couple of nasty bites sink in. Then the green base. This one takes a spear and throws it towards Ulseth. That will 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
That will also hit.
Wow.
Yep, I'm dead.
This deals 6 damage to you.
That's exactly. You're unconscious.
You're unconscious on the ground. Then the one behind the gray base. That one slides around to the side of gray, goes at brown. That's a nat 20 with a short sword. And another one. Oh, I'm doing quite good. And then this new one. The yellow base rushes up against the captain. And this one casts what do I want to cast here? What sort of nonsense do I want to hit you with?
Maybe this is like a Kobayashi Maru.
Well, it keeps getting worse and worse as we see.
It casts Cure Wounds on
It's a
on
touch.
it moves towards actually Soria because the captain's not injured. Casts Cure Wounds on you,
Okay.
healing you for 7 damage. And it is now Nine's turn.
Can I stick my paw through the underneath of the tent and touch Ulseth?
I mean, you're in the tent. I think you could probably slip your paw between there and just kind of reach out. So you
Tap him on the forehead.
so you
Yes.
make yourself prone,
Yes, I'm like
And
on the
then-
prone.
slide your hand through, and
Yes, like you're in the bathroom and your cat is just trying to find you.
yeah, absolutely. We know that well.
And I will cast
Through,
Cure
and,
Wounds on you.
but you
Level
get one claw stuck in his headband thing, and you can't get it away.
And you now have 14 HPs.
And you're back to conscious.
Yeah, I'm still laying there, though. Huh?
You are prone.
Oh, thank you. I was feeling very, very bad.
Okay,
I did not even mind your claws.
it's Ulseth's turn, unless there's something else Nines wants to do.
No, I pull my hand back in and
That's what happened.
that's what happens.
Am I standing up? I'm still laying there, right?
Half your movement to stand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I stand up.
You do have a spear in you, by the way.
You just have to prop yourself up.
Hey, Ulseth. Free
Spear!
Thank you for the spear.
It should be very intimidating that Olsef stands back up with a spear in him and thanks them for it.
I am going to use my bonus action to second wind myself.
Okay.
And see if the 10 has a number higher than 2 on it.
I would say yes.
Oh, that's a 9. That's
I
best
was
number.
right.
That's best number, you said.
Yeah, it's the best number.
Plus 3, I get 12.
Okay. What else would you like to do on your turn?
What else can I do? If I move, I'll attack, get a free opportunity attacks. That would be unpleasant.
If they all take it.
If they all take it, that you open yourself up to the potential for 3 attacks of opportunity.
No, and I can't persuade anybody anymore because I use my bonus action.
And that doesn't seem to matter.
But don't they get all advantage on you if you're on the ground and when it's their turn to attack anyway?
I mean, yeah, if you were prone, they would have been kicking you hard.
Okay, I move away towards Zoria. I can get between that guy and the tent.
Like here?
Just crawl into the
other
tent.
way.
Like there?
No, between the tent and the. I can't see the color of the base.
This one?
Yeah.
No, that's
The
the you're flush up against
Yeah.
the vent.
It's
well,
a
the
tent,
tent.
though.
Okay, so the tent
The
that
tent is
particular
collapsed
tent
and
has
burning.
actually collapsed
Because it's on fire.
because it's on fire. So I mean, leave it there to remind us that it's a smoldering flame. I mean, it's flaming.
Yeah, I run through the tent and I go next to the yellow guy.
Okay, that will trigger 3 attacks of opportunity.
All 3, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
First one. That misses. The second one hits.
Which one is that?
That's the purple one.
Hmm.
The second one. That does 7 damage to you. And then the last one, which is the brown base. I'm going downward in the initiative track. That's a bite attack, and that will deal 4 more damage to you.
See, I didn't even need any good armor because they were just going to hit through it anyway.
So you're over. Anything else you'd like to do?
There's nothing else I can do.
Okay, just making sure. And that brings us to Soria.
Alright, I'm I'm going. I'm gonna back up. I know it'll trigger an attack.
Mm-hmm.
To about here.
Your AC's
16.
Okay, that hits by 1, dealing 4 damage to you.
Are you pretty beat up?
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen the gray base and the red base both attack the brown base.
Yes.
I'm going to Vine Whip the brown base.
Okay.
Or Thorn Whip.
I knew what you meant. Because you're not a Pokemon.
Ivysaur.
Soria!
Sorry. 23 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Brown base takes 4 piercing damage and gets yanked onto the purple base, basically.
4 damage, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
and out of range of the gray and red.
Alright, that'll trigger an attack of opportunity from the gray. Which will miss.
They can hit Ulseth all day, but they can't hit this guy.
Dems the rolls. And anything else you'd like to do?
Did the red one? Oh, because the red one
Red one already used it.
an attack.
Yep.
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. Then let's move on to the captain. Are we shooting them again?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Going back to the shooty shoot. And he moves. He moves to the other side of 5 there. Just is standing between 5 and the tent. Yeah, like that. Takes aim at the purple base. That will be a hit. And that deals pretty solid amount of damage as a bullet goes through her arm, comes out the other side, and she's got a pretty nasty looking wound there. We are aiming to kill, yes?
I nod, yes.
Okay.
You're inside the
Nine's inside the top.
unseen nod. Rustles through the tent.
Captain takes the non-response as affirmation.
Let's try and survive.
All right. Takes another shot. Hitting again, dealing a little bit more damage, as this one's not quite as on center as the last one at the purple base. And now we are on to all of the enemies. The red guy runs around, charging at Ulseth. And leaps forward, finding purchase with his teeth, dealing
They're so bitey.
And they have such good aim.
They have really
Dealing
nasty teeth, too.
3 damage to you, and then well close gets nat 20 on the next attack with the short sword, dealing 9 more damage to you. And that next one, well, that will come up short and won't be able to hurt you again. Now, the purple base sees the red one, moves, charges towards the captain. And I am. Okay. She angles towards the whole area, and I need to see where this lands, so I'm getting up the spell circle.
Oh, it's some sort of area of effect.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Soria, you are the only one over there that won't be affected by this.
Okay, great.
But let's see how much can be affected.
What is it?
Let's see.
Doing good in there, Nine?
Don't know yet.
Your nines is not affected by this.
Okay.
I'm doing great, thanks.
Ulseth, you are now blinded as an array of colors comes
Whoa.
splashing out of the hands, blinding you momentarily.
There's no save.
Nope.
Good job, also, if you're blinded by the light.
Yep, cut loose like a deuce.
Okay. That concludes Purple's turn. Then let's see if Orange ever get out of that entangle. What's the save? 15?
15 strength.
Finally pulling free from that.
And that's their action.
Yep. They move around, kind of going in reverse, moving towards all of you.
Alright.
And moves towards Soria.
Every area in the entangle spell is rough terrain.
Okay.
Half speed.
Yep. So that's where they are at for the moment. And they have... They have a javelin in their hand that they
Of
are,
course they have a javelin.
that they are going to throw at you, Soria.
Jeez.
It, however, whizzes by you and lands
Can't.
not harmlessly.
Can I deflect it off my shield since I
Oh,
have
sure.
one now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like deflect it and it lands not harmlessly behind you as another combatant is struck with it.
Which combatant?
Oh, one that's
Oh,
not
just one of the
entangled.
random
Yep.
ones.
Yeah, I mean, you're surrounded by violence and chaos right now.
If I could have seen that, I would have said that was a great deflection. Sorry.
Just say that sounded real good, like an impotent gong.
Then,
It did. Clanging off of your shield like an impotent gong.
then the brown base is going to charge forward, going after the red base. That's a nat 20. And that means that's gonna be bite attack, so not a ton.
Didn't know changelings were so bitey. Apparently I have to learn changeling fighting.
And
techniques.
another attack that comes up short this time. Oh, no, doesn't come up short. Oh, hey, there we go. And the red base is down. You can take that off the field.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Cool, we got 2 down.
And then Who's next? Now it's, I believe it's green base, right? Green base is up.
Yeah, at this point, I have no idea.
Green base. Yeah, green base is the one that hit Ulseth with the spear.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't have that spear anymore.
Unless he pulls it out. Dude.
I've got it now.
This one runs forward and picks up the glaive that's on the ground. And that will be its action and movement this round. Then Gray Base moves a little bit towards the center, kind of kitty corner behind green base. So more towards the fire. Perfect, right there. And takes a shot towards the captain with a crossbow. That will hit. This is the first, one of the only times that the captain's actually taken damage.
Oh, wow, what's that feel like?
Not great.
I mean, to not have taken damage in this.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty nice. Till now. That's not excellent. As there's a bolt sticking through his shoulder. Oh, that really hurt. You're mean. And then the yellow base there.
That one healed you.
At one point, yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, maybe.
It must be part of my clan.
Don't you guys have like symbols you can see?
No. Not unless we write them on something.
Looks over to Ulseth, blinded and dazed for a moment here. Channels a gentle beam of light. Not that you can see this, but the others can, except Nines, who's in the tent.
That was a
So
smart
only
one.
sorry on
Yeah,
the
right.
captain.
Well, and everyone on the field here.
Oh, that's
They know who to attack.
And you don't you feel sort of wrapped in warmth, but no other benefits for now that you are presently aware of. And that takes us back to the top with Nines.
Take me out from out of the tent.
out the front.
Yes. Oh, I'm dead. Well, that ends my turn. So,
Yeah, like,
Is- is there anything- is there anything in the environment that's changing, or is it still just death and combat?
Death in combat. Lots of death in combat.
Death in combat, always with the death in
Hit my head
combat.
on the mic. How far apart is the red base and the gray base?
This one,
Yeah, that one and
there's the space in between is 15 feet or so, 15 to 20 feet.
so. I'm going to take out of my pocket a Costerian flash grenade,
Okay,
and I'm going to throw it into that pile of people that are
like around here.
yes encroaching on everyone.
Okay.
Wow, we're just all using the consumable.
Well, there's like 5 of them there,
yeah.
and they're
Alright.
all hitting Olseth.
And hey, you don't have to worry about seeing the.
I don't have to worry about the flash.
Okay.
I don't think even the captain has to worry about it.
No.
It's within 20 feet of where I throw it.
Yeah.
So if you drop it like here, you can probably hit everyone except. Which one's the 20 foot?
It's
the
the-
bigger red
The
circle.
bigger.
If you drop it like that,
Yeah. It's okay if it misses the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to aim for them just because they're in between you guys all right now.
It is just not quite large enough to hit these 3 all at the same time, but it can hit all of them except one of those 3 outer ones.
So do you want to avoid hitting gray, purple, or orange? I'd hit these.
I'm gonna hit avoid
Avoid
the
yellow.
orange.
Avoid the orange, okay.
The yellow's not effective.
What's the save on that device?
It is a DC 15
In the
dexterity.
equation.
Okay. So starting with...
The yellow's not even in range.
No, okay.
So it wasn't effective. It wasn't big enough to hit this entire
Right, so
cluster.
those 4.
And I shout, "Now I get to be jerk that throws this!"
Okay, they all fail.
So they're all blinded and deafened.
They are blinded for 2 rounds and deafened for 1.
Do we have enough rings?
No. We don't have enough blinded rings. So...
Well, what are the odds of us actually using it effectively in one of these situations?
So we'll just use Tasha's Hideous Laughter to get the blinded on the last one.
Making my job hard with all these status rings.
And since they're all blinded,
Does it do damage too, or
it... I removed from my inventory. I don't think so, though.
just okay?
We didn't take damage from it. If I get next to... Is it purple base that's near the captain?
Yes. Yes.
I will walk over there so he can get advantage.
Okay. Sure.
So... Soria?
Sorry, I was just double checking. All right,
I should be able to get there.
where are you moving?
Pin that guy between me and the captain.
This right here.
Yes.
All right.
And that is my turn.
I was gonna fairy fire on top of that pile, but now you're there.
Okay.
Well, they're blind. We'll just kill them in 2 turns. Because I know how much you love to murder people.
You're pretty wounded.
It's not my turn yet, so.
It is your turn.
Oh, I don't. Is it?
Sorry. It is Ulseth's turn. I
Yeah.
apologize.
So potion of healing, it takes a whole turn to drink one, doesn't it?
It takes your action. It takes your standard action to do that.
Yeah, so if I do that, I can't attack.
Oh.
Hmm?
Nope.
And I have no bonus actions left. Yeah, I'm going to drink a potion of healing,
Okay.
which gives me something +3, right?
2d4 plus 2, I think.
Isn't it my level?
Not if it's a potion.
No.
2d4 plus 2?
I'm just
I can
double
pull up-
checking.
I don't know which potion you are.
If it is
Just a
a
plain-
basic,
just a-
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah. Well, that's usual. Well, that's better than nothing. And I'm going to use my bonus action to use Hidden Step
Okay.
And turn invisible
and turn invisible
for a round.
for a round.
Alright.
Okay. And are you moving anywhere?
Do you have an invisible ring? We can have a status ring party. I can fairy fire everyone too if you want.
I mean, you can still do it.
this-
I'll just run away.
For this purpose, I'm going to move behind the yellow.
Behind the yellow.
Diagonal from the captain.
Like
There. Yeah.
that. Alright, you're invisible till the top of your round, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see, so I did that by feel. I knew there was someone there who made me feel all glowy and warm. And I figured, okay, that was
That's
better
definitely
than,
nines.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Definitely
There
nines.
wasn't a claw, though.
There wasn't a claw, but there was like a purr. So that's where I moved. But I'm invisible for a turn.
All these blind people won't be able to see you.
No. Especially the one that's orange.
Okay. Then that brings up Soria's turn.
Okay. I have one spell slot left. Do I use it to fight this battle or to help Ulseth?
I still have a healing I can throw him.
Okay.
It's not a good heal, but
As you were contemplating.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can I have a spell circle thingy?
Yeah.
I wanna try and plan this spell. Alright, so this is my fairy fire hits in a 20-foot cube. So that's this black square. So I'm going to throw fairy fire on these 4 here. This one, this one, this one, and this one. It's a dexterity save of 15 if they can see me casting it.
And
Okay.
they can't.
Then they can't. So
Except for the orange base there.
the orange base.
and you said
also
we don't
fails.
have a meta.
So I need 4 fairy fire rings.
There you go.
Alright. 1.
Well, this will just knock them right over.
Maybe we should make an initiative tracker that we can put them on instead of the figures.
3.
This hasn't been a problem until now.
What, when we just hit them with
5, 10.
3 different status ailments at
All
once?
That's my turn. I moved over there.
Okay. They all have fairy fire.
Probably.
It's the captain's turn now, I believe. There's so many status effects on all these guys. So the captain takes out his gun. They have fairy fire, and they're blind and deafened.
So they have
So there's-
like quadruple advantage.
They have
which
all
is
sorts of
a
situations to
thing
gain
that doesn't
advantage.
exist.
Captain takes aim at, I don't know, the purple one. That's a hit. And let's see. Yeah, that one drops the purple one. Purple one's gone. Just a clean shot right through the head. Then Captain takes aim with his pistol again and fires this time at green base. That's another hit, dealing max damage. How about that?
There you go.
That's really good stacking.
I'm trying.
Okay, that's the
Good thing you've been
captain's turn.
practicing to
Then
stack these.
Yeah, exactly.
everyone okay, they're all so messed up that they're not even gonna try to move except for 7. They got hit with a Costerian flash grenade and they're just fucked. 7 moves towards I'm gonna go the captain. Moves towards the captain. Yep. Gets in there. Captain just took out some guys. And for the first time since getting on the field.
And if it's their turn, they lose the deafened, right? At the end of this round.
At the end of their turn.
At the end of their turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one to go would have been the purple one,
It's
and
gone.
purple one's gone. So this one
Alright.
is that.
This is. If you hit a certain number of status effects, you just automatically kill them no matter what their
No matter
health
what.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a hit. And this does with a Morning Star.
Imagine if that's true and you just grapple someone. You basically hug them to death.
Yeah.
Does it count for Olsef's invisibility?
The
Yeah.
Morning
No.
Star crashes across the side of the captain's face and leaves this, just tears a massive skin off the side.
Ooh.
You can
Good
see,
thing I couldn't see that.
muscles and stuff moving underneath.
That's gonna look
Um,
really cool as a Scar Captain.
Oh, and you're not blinded anymore at the end of your turn. That faded, I forgot. So you're no longer blinded, so you in fact could see that.
Ooh.
And some of it went on your face.
But good.
Then
Yeah.
in order, all three of those lose their
Deafened.
deafened,
That's why I put those on top.
but they're so disoriented they take no further action right now. And another one comes on the field. As that one disappears.
Who takes this test?
Okay. And then it is the yellow base's turn. The yellow base casts Cure Wounds on Ulseth,
Good.
gaining 6 hit points. I'm sorry, 7 hit points. Then it's the turn of red base.
Please be a good guy. Please be a good guy.
They look really good.
I need
Don't spell circle. You don't need the spell circle.
yeah.
Why did I leave my
gonna
tent? I should go back into the tent.
Never leave your tent. Why did we get up this morning?
When life gives you lemon, crawl back in your tent.
When we were advised that
We just said not
why
get
didn't we
that
just
out.
leave?
Okay, that'll hit all of you.
Oh, great.
I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Three.
It's red. Do I get advantage?
18.
Don't tell me this is a fireball.
It's a fireball.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Why'd I leave the tent? Never leave the tent.
Okay, you, Ulseth, take half damage, because you made it. You take 10 fire damage. You two take 21 fire damage.
Okay, well, I'm on the ground here.
Same.
And the captain needs to make a saving throw.
Hit the red base, though, right?
And the yellow
Did
and
the
the brown.
captain... The captain failed the dex throw?
Well, if he's a rogue, he still has evasion.
Yeah, I'm just like, how?
And even with full health, that would...
Yeah, I would have basically been out even at half.
Okay. Then, the new purple base rushes in, goes at the captain,
Didn't red, yellow, and brown take damage?
And green.
Yeah, they did. They are all still up, just barely.
Because they shouldn't have even gotten a save. Jeez.
No, they didn't, but they are all still up.
Yeah. Wait, I guess we didn't hit them a whole lot.
No, actually, you really didn't.
No, I guess we're never going to make level 4.
We'll make new characters, and they will also be level 1 for...
Ever. Oh, well.
This one comes up to the captain.
My name is
That's
Sonia
a-
on 2.
That's a nat 20. The captain is down as the captain is impaled by a large glaive.
Well, I'm glad I didn't
And-
see that.
Now it's Ulseth, you're still up.
And invisible.
It is now your turn.
You're visible.
Just windmill. Spin your trees around, Ulseth.
Just run.
No,
But take me with you. Pick up 9s and run away.
You who are members of the clans, what you have done is you have destroyed your chances for a new life here. Lay down your weapons, and a few of you may still survive on this new world. And I do my -1,
Okay.
15 persuasion.
You don't notice any immediate effect.
They lost all their fairy fire because I'm unconscious.
Luckily, they still can't see.
And that's it.
You're not going to run away?
No. It
Okay.
would just provoke an attack of opportunity from the purple one.
Then let's have 9s make a death saving throw.
Is a 5 going to do anything good?
No. Soria?
Nat 20, I'm awake at 1 hit point.
Okay. The captain does not move.
Well, he's never going to take a job from us ever again after this experience.
No. This has been very unpleasant.
So you're up.
I think that's how it works with a nat 20.
Yes.
Or is it just 2 saves?
No. You get 1 hit point. That's the roll.
Okay.
If you roll a 20 on a d20, you regain 1 hit point.
Alright.
So you are now awake, still on the ground, but you're awake. That is your turn, but
Yep.
you're awake. Okay, so that means that we've got orange base. Orange base looks at yellow. And that will hit with Morning Star. And yellow is gone.
My only friend.
Then the next one up, they're all still blinded. Brown base moves towards Ulseth. With disadvantage, makes a pretty pathetic attempt and fails. Green base moves kind of drifting off this way and is swinging, not quite understanding where they are. Gray base moves towards orange, also misses, although you're not sure if they're really trying to swing. Red base, that was the one that cast the fireball.
Now they're going to cast. But what about second fireball?
They are going to cast
Cure
a
light wounds?
AoE, cure light wound, cure mass wounds.
Resurrection?
You're just like,
Mass resurrection?
Anything? Anything, please?
Don't they want to save Nines, their favorite cat?
That's gonna miss, because you're 18 AC, right?
Yes.
Okay. That will miss as another very ice cold looking beam goes blasting past you. Purple base. Purple base looks at you,
You being.
Ulseth, and this will hit you with 12 damage.
Well, I am unconscious.
And then, having another attack, Purple Base sees Soria and
I'm not even like moving.
gives you a real swift kick to the side of your head.
Alright, doing more than 1 damage.
5 damage.
Goodbye, everybody. It's been fun.
I feel like this is a
We
Kobayashi
almost,
Maroon.
we almost made 40 episodes, but I guess not.
We almost got to level 4.
We almost did. We almost made level 4.
Level 4
As
is
the world now darkens around you.
Yes, it happened a turn ago.
I was ready to crawl under that tent and heal you. Nice.
We all could have just hid under the tent, and we would have won.
She'll like that.
Should we take a break now?
You all see a figure come into focus.
Is it a big middle one?
Chewing
Just
gum. Did you all like that?
no.
No.
That was awful. I used consumables. Did I use consumables?
I
We'll
did.
find out after the break. Back in a minute.
Ah!
Yep. We're back, everyone. When we left off, the party had all been killed.
We're dead now.
Yep,
And
bye.
we pick back up. They are in a dark space. Similar to
Being dead.
the space they found themselves in before this battle started.
We died before the battle.
Olsef! Olsef, I have died!
Oh,
Go-
you too.
Go bury my corpse somewhere nice!
Okay.
At
Will
the
do the
bank.
same for me?
No!
Why,
That's,
why not?
I don't know how to use shovel! Take my arm, drag me somewhere! Ow!
Are you somewhere now?
What do I see? Do I see I'm somewhere?
And you're still in the dark space.
Olsef, this is perpetual darkness! Why did you bring me here?
And I'm not sure that you three caught on. There was a voice talking to you. And a figure visible.
The voice?
A voice.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Stop doing that!
Sorry. This is the afterlife.
This is hell!
You're trapped in a room with Olsef and the voice, all right.
Olsef, kill the voice!
Hello?
Hello?
Did you all enjoy that?
No.
No.
No!
You asked that already. We said no then.
And then we went on break.
And you know what? The answer is the same. No.
What did you learn?
That I like the captain with his face on.
That sometimes
I like me with my face on too.
there are situations that you can't fight through and outthink.
Yes.
Interesting lesson.
And that if you try to stop people from fighting each other because it is stupid and they will destroy their own culture, they will not listen.
Another interesting lesson.
And I learned that it's very hard to impersonate your god.
Also true.
And sometimes they just don't listen to your god, so what's up with that?
In our history, we fought a horrible war. And it wasn't the first one. It was just the first one we fought here. It was also the last one we fought here. Those of us that came across were mostly killed. As far as we can understand, nearly 2/3 of the people who crossed through the portal died on the other side. Most of them in that battle.
Well, that does explain why there are not very many shapeshifters around anymore.
Our civilization did rise again. You went through that so that you would understand the horrors of fighting, the horrors of wounding those who you try to protect.
Like your goat.
Yes. Like my
In your
code.
time with our military forces, have you taken note that we do not run attack drills?
Yes.
Have you understood that we have no offensive desires nor capabilities? We only wish to protect ourselves from those who would do us harm.
Yeah.
We have no warships.
That is much like my code.
We have no siege weapons. And we shall never develop them. We learned this lesson long ago. When our ancestors brutally murdered one another on that very field that you were witness to. War is always terrible. It brings no one benefit. All who fight it suffer.
That was true for us.
The only victors are those who get to stand aside.
Yes, and stand aside and cast Fireball.
Now remember that. And then the figure takes a step back. I am at this point to offer you some gum.
Look me up. This still has flavor, but I want to know if they mix.
This is like a military gum.
No, it is the normal city's gum. We have a mint flavor, a lemon flavor, and a flavor that they call bubble.
What does a bubble taste like? Give me that one.
I'll take a bubble.
A little sphere sort of appears in the air. And
Why is gum such a thing here?
Oh. A little sphere appears in front of you.
Good catch.
Lemon, please.
I have good dexterity.
Why is gum such a big thing here?
And
This isn't very big, it's quite small.
appears in front of Ulseth.
Finally, useful props that people actually like.
Gum is the cultural dessert of our people.
Are you supposed to swallow it?
No.
Well, can I have another piece?
This is your culture.
I've never been here before. This is my first time in this city. I have a question.
Yes. I am here to help you interpret the results of your examination.
Did we pass?
Yes.
What did we do to pass?
You experienced it.
Oh,
I have maybe a question that is a little larger than the exam.
And critically, you attempted to stop the violence.
yes, that did not work.
What is your question?
What clan does the Orat Mall here belong to?
This Orad Mall was created
By who? Or what?
by Jorella.
And this is a piece of it?
Yes.
Where's
The Orad Mall powers this city.
Where's the rest?
In places throughout the city, I believe.
So it's not stored in the central ziggurat?
No, its power must be dispersed throughout the geography of the city, so that it may power all of the buildings.
Is there part of it here in this fortress?
I am unsure. If it is in here, I do not possess it. I have never been made aware of a piece being here in the keep.
So, Zoria,
Yeah.
what happens if you are carrying around a piece of this Arat Mall?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if it is powering the city, then that piece is not doing its job. Then what?
Or malls just don't want to work these days.
I'm not quite sure. How do we access the other room? The locked room in this pyramid?
The locked room in this pyramid.
Just outside and to the right.
There would be a key to that room.
Do you have the key?
No, I do not possess any keys to any rooms.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, how do I get a copy of you?
I am this pyramid. I believe it would be close to impossible to acquire a copy of me.
Well, Seth, copy this pyramid for me.
I will attempt to do that when we leave.
Yes, just make small clay version of it. Maybe it's just as good.
I could do that, yes. I can even do some of the interior rooms as I build it.
Yes, we do have map of it.
That was very good to make maps. So this was a most interesting lesson. It is very sad what has happened to your clans.
To what do you refer?
That so many had died. Did entire clans disappear in such battles?
Nearly.
So
There were clans reduced to only a handful of members.
so all of the clans may still yet exist.
It is the belief of this city that all the clans exist. Although we have never been unified.
Only the clans that were up in the Frozen Waste wars.
Of the
You
21...
gonna chew that, girl, Seth?
No, I can't actually. It sticks to my crowns.
You're a king?
Yes. So, you who are the simulation master,
Yes.
there is a group of creatures led by a Brucalian that is attempting to steal the Arat Mall from this city.
He also possesses an Orat Mall already. At least one.
Is there anything you can do to help prevent this or to guide us in our quest to stop it?
My powers and influence are limited to this pyramid.
So we'll bring them into this pyramid, and then she can kill them.
I do not have the power to kill.
That sure felt like you did before.
I
Yes.
have the ability to make one experience death. But you were never in any physical danger.
Can you get them stuck in some sort of death loop?
Again, I was not created to constrain or constrict people. I was created to show them an experience.
Perhaps they would enjoy this experience as much as we did.
How did Jarella create an Orat Mall?
I do not possess that knowledge. The legends of this city speak of the uniting of several clans.
Which clans?
Again, I do not have that knowledge. As the clans united, they began to lessen their individual identities, and when I was created, clanship was not considered important enough.
Alright.
If we were to explore the rest of this city, do you recommend any particular places? As we attempt to protect your Arat Mall.
I believe that you may have activated an ancient fail-safe mechanism within the city structure.
And what is
Us or
that?
Brucalian?
I believe that you four have.
4? Ah!
And what does this mechanism do?
Somewhere deep within my programming, I am sensing that it is designed to pass on the knowledge of the changelings that lived here at one point, to ensure survival, and hopefully to pass it on to worthy individuals. You are the first people who are not changelings to have experienced this, and it is unlocking parts of my construction that I have never been able to access. I apologize. I'm finding this experience slightly overwhelming.
Same here, sister.
So, do you have any other knowledge of the clans that has become newly known to you that you wish to pass on?
I believe that the lineage of Jor-El is still alive. And there is something important about that. There is some signal a calling within the city council chambers.
Where are those located?
On the far eastern side of the city, directly opposite this location.
If we're meant... 1 second. Excuse me, I'm conferring with my group. If this is meant to confer the knowledge of the changelings on the people there, we started with a statue of the shifting god, right? Where we found the first piece of the Orot Mall. And that was the first story symbol that we saw on the ziggurat. After that, in the academy, well, not in the academy, but in that time and space room that really messed with both your brains.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I jump off ledge.
We saw the figure, we saw the escape into the into this world,
Yes, we
which
did.
was the next step. We just were in the scene of the great battle, which was the third picture we saw in the ziggurat in the order that it was labeled. So maybe in this council chamber is where we'll see the unification of the clans and the symbol of Anrissa.
Well, we have been told that there is a signal or a calling. Perhaps it is calling us, or at least you.
So, I guess we need to head to the chambers. When we were going through the tunnels, there was a gate on the eastern end that we ran into. Do I remember if there was a slot for a key there?
I'm just gonna say, yeah, you do remember, and there was.
Okay, maybe we can use the disc we found here, over there.
Let us give that a try.
Alright, well, thank you, weird pyramid lady.
But I have two questions.
Yes.
One, why do they bother to give you gum?
It has been found to restore the emotional state of those who experience this.
Question.
And thus I am to offer gum to all those who experience these events.
I do feel a little better.
Question 2. Was that equivalent to a long rest when I was on ground?
When we were unconscious.
That was a good question.
Why do you ask?
Because I want my spell slots back. Also, did I use my spell slots? Do I have this grenade?
You have that grenade.
Sorry, I got free grenade!
Wow!
So then I get my health potion of healing back.
Whatever you guys used as consumables, whatever spells you used, whatever HP you lost inside of there, you may recover it.
Do I keep the spear?
No. The spear was also an illusion. And
Almost had a free spear.
technically it was a javelin.
The javelin.
You almost got a free javelin.
Yes. That too.
Was the javelin to you?
The spear wasn't him. The javelin was at me.
Well,
Wow, how could you confuse that? That's a real flub right there.
Yeah, no kidding.
wow, yeah.
Clip it.
Omniscient.
I know.
Omniscient simulator runner.
Sorry, I was really obsessed with getting a grenade. Did we get our stuff? Am I healed again?
Yes.
You're at whatever HP you were before you entered, which I believe all of you were at full.
Mm-hmm.
You used no spell slots for those who have them. No abilities, such as Hidden Step or Action Surge, were expended. And any items that you used, like a Costerian flash grenade, were actually used.
In the off chance, do you know what this magic quill does?
That seems to be one of the officer quills, specifically for record keeping. I imagine that it requires no ink to write.
So I sold this ink for nothing.
To get back to your question earlier, that room just down the hall is simply a storage room.
What do they store?
Usually equipment used in this room.
And you don't know how to unlock it?
I imagine that there is a key somewhere in this facility.
We searched all the mattresses, all the crates, all the beds.
How thoroughly did we search the planning room that we were at? With the big map.
Well, let's go back and thoroughly search it.
Um,
Can we leave?
do you know what this cloak does?
That seems to be one of our field issuance cloaks. It should provide shelter if deployed correctly.
How do you deploy it correctly?
She waves her hand over to the one side where an image of you and the cloak appears.
Oh, is that what it's like when I do that to you?
Witchcraft!
Weird.
You can use magic!
Wait. You use magic all the time.
No, not all the time.
Sometimes.
Am I doing something?
Yes, you are. Gesturing over to the side where this image of you and this cloak appear. This projected you takes the cloak off, lays it down on the ground, and then, through two eye holes that are one here on the cloak, where you would fasten, and another down on the end of the cloak. You stake that into the ground, and then you begin to stretch. The cloak stretches out over 12 feet, and you repeat that same staking process, securing two eye holes into the ground. You then reach underneath the hood and pull up an apparent beam. And you walk inside the tent. The image shifts and you are now inside a tent where there is a wood floor, a small stove, and you close the flap behind you.
That's pretty nice.
How many beds are there?
Are there
There are six.
6 beds?
There are 6 cots.
6 cots. Oh.
Great, now we need to make 2 more friends.
Is there a hot shower? And a box of rations?
No.
Gum?
This is known as a cloak of shelter. It provides you protection against the elements and can be set up within just a few minutes.
That's a great question. Is there a gumball machine in there?
No.
Send it back, sorry.
It has sparse accommodations. To disassemble, the image then fades again. You find yourself outside. You see the projected version of yourself. Grab just over the tent flap, which is the last remaining piece that looks somewhat like the hood. And you give it a sharp tug in the image and shake it and then put it back on.
It's pretty useful.
That's a pretty handy thing.
All right, can you do a cartoon with me now?
She gestures over and you see Nines.
Really
assembling the
poorly
cloak.
drawn.
No, different cartoon. I saw this one. This rerun.
Just show him getting like killed over and over again.
Don't show that
As
one.
you wish.
No, stop.
There's
Something cool.
there's a Nines that's just being stabbed and beheaded and gutted and drawn and quartered.
Why is this in your programming?
Why did you ask for this?
I asked for nothing. Except type production cartoon featuring me.
I believe
Some
that
other
this
losers
counts.
got to cartoon. I watch cartoon.
I believe this is high production, although I'm not sure what a cartoon is.
All right, well, let's check the planning room.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for the
Come.
dying experience.
I've never had anyone thank me before. I believe the appropriate response is, "You are welcome."
Like talking to Doll.
Yes, why do you keep meeting people like that?
I don't know.
So then, shall we go?
Yeah, do we get any like special access for our new rank in the military?
Do we get any medals?
A little stripe.
Standard issued gun?
Typically,
Standard issue gum.
one would be given a pin signifying their status. Usually I am not the one to present such things.
Well, could you this time?
I believe that can be arranged. She gestures over to her right, where little dispensers, floating about 15 feet in front of you, appear, similar to the gum dispensers that you had seen earlier.
Do we also have to insert these wooden coins into this?
No. And this is just like a little floating sphere, basically. As you approach them, they open up, revealing a pin that resembles the symbol of unification.
Does this get us like a discount?
10% at the local diner.
At all of the places that have been closed for 2 millennia. These are very nice pins. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I put my pin on. Is that worn here? Did I put it in the right place?
She's no longer there.
Oh, well, no, I'll never know.
All right, let's walk out to the map room.
Okay.
You said there was like there's a map in the table, right?
Yes.
Was it topographical or not? I forget.
The one that you were looking at, I don't know exactly what I told you, but the table can shift between a topographical and just a political map.
Can it happen just by a push of a button?
Yes.
Can I find the button?
Yes.
I push the button.
It shifts the map.
I push it.
Shifts the map
I
back.
push it.
It
I
continues.
push it as fast as I possibly can.
It continues
You're
to
gonna
cycle
break
as
the
quickly as possible.
table.
You're
I'm bored now.
You're putting your musician skills to work in a pointless way.
I'm gonna put it on the topographical version,
Okay.
and I'm going to go up to find the highest peak in the north where our Onris is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And just like inspect and try and see if there's anything hidden in that.
No.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
Alright, well, let's do a really thorough search in here for a key before we head out.
Yep.
Great idea. I push button.
Ulseth and I.
Map shifts again.
Ulseth and I will do a thorough search of here
Okay.
while Nines pushes the button.
Make an
I'm
investigation check.
assisting you.
You're assisting me.
Yeah.
I will guidance myself then. Uh, 13.
You don't find anything that you haven't found before.
Okay, maybe we'll have to come back.
Is there any other place in the pyramid we have not been?
Just the locked room.
Correct.
No. Do you want to try that? We tried the key already. We tried
Yeah,
all 3 keys.
we tried all 3 keys over
Let's
here.
use Chime of Opening. Ulsif loves it when we use that item.
We could use the chime of opening.
I could teleport inside, too.
Yes, let us remember that this room is here. We were told it was simply a storeroom.
I was able to unlock the one door from the other side in the armory as a monkey. Maybe it works the same if it's a storeroom.
Maybe they store keys in storeroom.
Yeah. Maybe you should dimension door to the other side.
Might be able to ask if it's unlockable from other side, too.
Ask who.
The lady that we were just talking to.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Well, bring her back.
It didn't work.
Also, if you're fine with this, right?
That you will go inside and hopefully you can open from the inside?
Yes, and if I'm stuck, you just use Chime again.
No, let us go. I do not wish to use it on another storeroom.
Technically, we only used it on a hat shot.
But last time he did get an amazingly nice hat.
Well, this is a great hat.
I think you should use your cloak to go in. You might find another great hat.
Captain, that's like putting hat on top of hat. Because that is what I would do.
Yes.
Yeah. You already
I
have
thought
a
you
little
would enjoy
frog
that.
hat.
I would enjoy that. We're doing that. To the storeroom.
I do love how impressionable the cat is.
He does leave an impression.
Oh, absolutely. I enjoy it.
Can we find our way out of the pyramid?
Now we're in front of the storeroom now.
Okay.
And once again, Nine goes into the unknown and wraps his cloak in, I don't know, like,
Just sort of takes your best
Sit
guess.
like
Do
six.
you want to take anyone with you?
You want to come with us? Olsef, are you a willing participant?
No.
What about you, Captain?
Oh, absolutely. Let's just chance death. I love it.
Great, you're a willing participant. I grab the captain and swing my cloak around, and we go 6 feet on the other side of that door.
I'm not entirely certain that that's how this spell works, but
It is. You do
let
not
me-
need to see the
yeah,
location.
that's. I guess that's true.
You can teleport into a wall with it.
So there you go. You're night crawlering it, and just taking your best guess. Try it. You're on the other side. Make
Probably should have got guidance before it went over, but
make a dexterity check. Actually, no. Roll percentile dice because we're gonna make a dumb luck check. Go ahead and add. What's your proficiency?
just proficiency bonus.
So you
Yeah.
can just visualize
I got
where
+2.
you want to be. So yeah.
Add your proficiency to that.
46 with the percentile.
Okay. You teleport to the other side. When you get there, you find that you have accidentally teleported yourself into a piece of into a whole suit of armor that you're now wearing. and it's much heavier than you're capable of.
I was gonna
Really
say,
moving around in.
technically, if it's occupied by an object, the spell fails to teleport. But if it's a suit of armor, you could maybe say it wasn't being occupied because it's hollow inside.
You who are 9s,
Finally got that armor.
are you okay on the other side of this door?
It's
Oh,
very dark in here. I
it's
can't
quite
see
amusing On
anything.
this side. I think you would really love this sight. He's currently facing backwards in a suit of armor. His little tail is poking out the front.
Oh,
Where the zipper is.
He gets a zipper on the suit of plate mail.
Well, it's in that general vicinity, although I'm pretty sure there's not a zipper. Oh, and his ears are coming out of the grill on the face mask of the armor. It's pretty funny.
So I'm also too short to be in it.
This is really quite humorous. It looks like his arms are sort of angled upward because it's not the right proportions.
I'm going to rock back and forth to try to knock this thing over.
You can knock it over. You're now on the ground.
And there was a loud suit of armor crash. These two are on the other side.
They're probably fine in there.
probably.
Should we go on to the eastern room?
Captain, I still can't see.
Well, all right. He
I was
takes
gonna
the
say you
helmet
have
off
dark
the-
vision, but you're seeing the back of the helmet, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah, my eyes in the back of my head. Mitt.
He takes the helmet off.
Did we do it?
We are in the storeroom.
Is there anything cool here?
There's a lot of armor and weapons.
Is there a doorknob through there?
Yes, it does seem to be there. Let me go over and try it, see if it's locked from both sides. And he opens the door up. Hello.
There's nothing to worry
I
about.
stick my foot in the door.
I'll just place the helmet as the door jam.
All right.
Is someone gonna help me?
Help you do what?
I didn't prepare heat metal today.
Thank God. That sounds like it would be bad.
It would be then.
Also, take this armor.
I already have armor, thank you.
Okay, take this armor though.
It's full of cat hairs.
I will help Nines take the armor off, but I will not keep the armor.
Okay.
I would like to search this room.
I'll help you look for a key.
Alright.
In this room, similar to the quartermaster area that you had seen earlier. There's a lot of armor, a lot of weapons. The weapons you notice are slightly blunted. They're not quite so sharp. They're not quite so pointy as the weapons you usually see. You think this is probably done to simply save time, now knowing what the context of the other room is, and that this often would keep arms and armaments for people to use in this room. It does appear to be of high quality, but there's nothing particularly special in here.
No
As
keys.
a general rule, if there is a type of supply that you think you might need, like a piece of armor, maybe a chain shirt, some rope.
Like a chain shirt or something.
I'll look for a chain shirt since. Wait, Zoria!
Yeah.
You should do that detect magic thing again.
Alright, I'll sit down and start ritual casting Detect Magic.
Okay. We'll just say you cast it. 10
Alright.
minutes passes. You detect no magic in this room.
Alright, none at all.
No.
And we ostensibly have searched it all. We don't need to roll for it.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
Now, chain short is a medium armor, and I'm not proficient in that.
You're not proficient in medium.
Nope.
Maybe some studded leather. Something to get your AC up a little.
It's like you don't want me being squishy and dead.
I mean, it's free.
So you who are Azoria and
I
Nines,
grab a studded armor. The nicest looking studded armor
You find
that's stained.
some good studded leather armor. It has a couple stains on it. It looks like maybe someone spilled some egg on it a long time ago.
perhaps they were performing like you were.
That'll remind you of breakfast.
I like
whenever
that you
smell it.
specified stained, and I wasn't sure if you meant stained like something messed on it, or stained as in it had been
Colored.
dyed. But I took the option of someone spilled something on it.
Now I have armor class of 14. I am slightly less squishy.
Good job.
Nicely done.
You
So-
can also get like a buckler, or you're not proficient with shields, are you?
No, and I need both my hands anyway.
Right, for your instruments. Yes.
When we had been doing other adventure types of things,
Uh-huh.
we would very frequently stop and have, say, a pretzel or a croissant.
A short
Or-
rest.
No, we would eat stuff.
Yeah.
But we have been going now for a very long time, and I don't recall that we have been eating.
Oh, I've been eating. I swallowed 2 pieces of gum.
I'm still chewing the first piece we got, and the second one was quite excellent.
Are you,
I'm now up to 3 pieces.
are you asking for food?
I would like a little bit of food, but I am wondering also if somewhere, well, no, the city has been dead for a very long time, so the food probably is not good.
No. But I'll go in and grab some of the trail rations. We did steal these from Brucellian.
Oh, well, I will try some.
You can taste the pettiness. it's,
I
just like,
chew it.
it's just like trail mix, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I just throw it in so I can mix it with my gum.
It makes it
it's
crunchy as you
essentially
chew it.
Trail mix, sure. It's got the pretzel bits,
The
the
M&Ms.
peanuts, the M&Ms,
Whatever those are.
And now it's just
Whatever.
getting caught in my
the
gum.
little candy coated chocolate pieces.
After
what M&Ms are.
after a little while, we have a nice pile of raisins, and we'll put those back in the bag.
Yep. Okay, well, it was fun in the storeroom. Let us move on.
Yeah. Do you feel better having eaten some petty trail mix?
Yes, and I certainly feel better that Nines was not trapped behind this door.
We'll keep the door propped open.
Petty trail mix.
All right, let's head back down into the tunnels
Okay, sure.
because the gates up here are shut.
Yeah.
You go back into the stables, pass by the donkeys and mules from Berkellian.
Hello, donkeys and mules.
What did they say?
I do not know, but I did wish them hello.
You wish them hello.
Yes, I did.
To everyone out there, I'd like to wish you a very hello.
A very personal hello to all
Yes.
of you.
It was very personal.
All right, let's head down and through.
If only we had some sort of map to look at.
Yeah, wasn't the northern door past all the amphoras open now?
Yeah, let me open up the lower level.
We are heading east
Yes.
And
to
then
the easternmost part of
To
the
see
east.
if this. So, we'll go up through that northern path and avoid the time and space room.
Are you afraid someone's gonna jump into it again?
Yes, 100%.
It's like no one has faith in Nines.
And we'll go past that circle room to that gate that's over on the east side.
so you're going.
Up through there.
Oops, let me. get that right and do that in visible color. So you're going up here,
And then over,
over,
and
and
down.
then down.
And around.
and around.
I think we should go the other way around.
Around the
Erase
bottom.
that and do the
Yeah, go around the bottom. That'll be better.
not a whole
Okay,
thing.
So this,
Can we do one
This.
circuit around?
then around.
And then we'll go
And
to the
then in?
gate. There we
You
go.
know what? That's a bit excessive. I think we should just do the top part.
So you want to start? You want to start here, and then,
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah,
up
yeah,
here,
yeah.
and then up,
Go up. Yep.
and then over. And then
Can we stop down in the dorms to use the bathroom that Trail Mix is giving to me? I
Okay.
think that was the dorm room. That's the bathroom. We'll go there.
Okay.
And then-
do you have a flush?
then-
Do you have a
yeah.
flush sound effect that you can play real quick?
do not have a toilet flushing sound effect.
All right. And now we're at the door.
You are at the door.
Is it locked?
I will bring us very, very close. To the
Too
door.
close.
Can you draw an X
It
where
is
we
a
are
little
right
too
now?
Close, actually. And here we are.
Now we didn't happen to pass just like boatloads of treasure
You're
that.
here.
Ah, that's a pretty good X.
It's a,
Thank
it is
you.
quite a good.
You really gave it to us.
Is is there a lock slot here like I remembered maybe?
Yes, there is.
Oh, can I do it this time?
Yeah. I'll give you the magic one.
I put it in the slot
Explodes
like
in
a
your
big
face.
boy.
It begins to spin up and goes. And the door opens.
Take the disc
Take
back.
the disc, yeah.
Give it back to Zoria.
Don't lick it. Don't. No, keep it out of your mouth. Oh, God. I wipe it off on all sides
Of course.
and put it back.
I'm not wearing my gleaming armor anymore. It's just,
No, I just
just
plate mail
got slime on me now.
on your plate mail. Cat. I hope you're not allergic.
You develop new allergies and you're allergic to cats now. But I won't leave.
The sneezing only makes you get closer
Why?
because it's more annoying.
Why does that get me closer?
Tabaxi will be closer to you if you are allergic to them.
It's true.
To annoy you.
Oh, if they detect allergy, then they come.
We detect weakness and we know you'll pay for relief.
You find on the other side of the door quite a few rooms. And at the end of a long hall, you see a set of stairs going up.
Okay.
Okay, we should check the rooms. We'll start at the north, go down and to the right,
The bottom
up
right.
and to the right,
We'll start.
down and to the right, up and to the right. We'll go back to the first one on the left,
We'll check the first room again.
but then we'll check the bottom.
That's not an X at all.
We check
For
all,
our ear watchers, she just drew a middle finger for us.
Badly.
I think you got the message across.
we
Can we
check
do
all
a-
the- Can we just say check all the rooms very carefully, looking?
And
for
then you just
things?
tell us what we find in all of them. Since there's like 10.
Yes.
You can do it in whatever order you want. Just tell us which room we're looking at and what we find.
Let me pull up those descriptions.
I can't believe you guys didn't want to go the way I wanted to go.
Is there anything in the
I
hallway?
would like to not die for real this time.
Is there anything in the hallway?
No, there's really nothing in the hallway.
Tapestries.
Now that we progress the story, did anything change on our way here? Sometimes flags should go in and like you get cool stuff.
Yeah, so
There are a whole lot of different things down here.
Ooh.
So the rooms are a whole bunch of mixed purpose rooms. you can see that some of them are small meeting or conference rooms that have a couple chairs. That's and the things down here are actually fairly well preserved, perhaps because they're, deeper in the underground area, behind some sealed doors. You're not sure, but the furniture seems to be slightly better here, a little bit better shape than in other places that you've been through. Other rooms are prep rooms. They might have tables laid out for preparing materials with print presses. Small ones, just one maybe in a room. Others are food prep. And they still have a great deal of equipment in those rooms.
Overhead projectors.
No overhead projectors.
Are there any motivational posters in any of these rooms?
No.
Okay.
No hanging there, tabaxi.
bullet point lists.
No. No.
What are there?
Is there a sign that says "Stop sticking your gum under tables"?
No. No, there's not.
Is there a pro gum sticking under table poster?
Many of the tables have, in fact, pretty much all the tables have gum underneath them, including in the food preparation area.
Why?
The underside of the tables have gum. The food prep area has, like I said, lots of cutlery, many knives, large serving spoons, pans, and things that all seem shockingly in good shape here.
Is there any, silverware?
Yes, there's.
Actual silverware?
You believe it might be real precious metal, although it doesn't seem to have been tarnished.
Ooh, is there like a butcher knife?
There's quite a few.
Okay, take the butcher knife, and I
Okay.
imagine it as a spatula.
I want you to roll percentile dice.
I mean, 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Or
Nat
is
20,
that was a
baby!
Nat 20! Yeah.
You find a utterly spotless chef's knife. It's quite long. The blade is about 10 inches in length and has a very fine wood handle to it. Looks to be perhaps a cherry wood. It has this wonderfully bright coloration, and it's absolutely flawless. There are no imperfections, no rust, no deterioration, nothing.
And you turn it over and there's just gum stuck to it.
No.
I also have
There's no
check
gum.
out great knife, and I throw him my. No, I don't.
Hey, Captain,
Yes.
does this silverware look like real precious metal? You're pretty good at this sort of stuff.
Oh yeah. Perhaps platinum silverware.
Platinum?
Well, it's not silver, otherwise it would likely be tarnishing after several millennia. It may very well be platinum, or perhaps a white gold.
We
Shove it
take
in my bag.
all of the silverware.
You have a great deal of very valuable silverware.
Is there another knife I can pick up?
There's many knives, yes.
Well, I take 2 knives, so I can be a tabaxi with 2 knives.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet.
It's sort of like the nested encounter idea that we had posted on social media earlier today, at least the day that we recorded this, which was a fire elemental that was actually created by a special iron golem that was driven by a goblin with a knife. It's the Turducken boss.
Is it a magic knife that he has?
No, just a big knife.
You just an iron golem with a nice big knife.
No. The goblin has the knife.
Yeah, the goblin has.
So
a
it's the
knife.
goblin inside of the iron golem that's creating the fire elemental.
But the most important thing is the knife.
Yeah, the goblin with the knife. So now you're a tabaxi with knives.
Yes. I just want the one. There's only one good knife, though, right?
I mean, they're all like fairly good, but there's that one that's real special.
So I will.
They could be 9 times.
Well, while Nines is contemplating the knife, I'll have sat down and done detect magic again,
Okay.
and I'll do a quick scan of all the rooms.
You do detect magic
Where?
on Nines' knife.
Nines, your knife is magic.
Yeah, I know. It's a great knife.
No, like it's actual magic.
Yes, the magic of friendship and
What
making
kind-
me a
what
good
kind
meal.
of magic is it? Please tell me it's necromancy.
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
Yes.
You have a conjuration knife.
Yes, I'm doing some practice stabs in the air.
Okay.
So how
Are you
much-
thinking about anything while you're doing that?
So imagine a
Someone.
bunch of just like
The
fruit
voice.
flying up in front of me.
Your fruit nudging.
Okay.
It's like ha, ha, ha,
Okay.
ha, 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 ha.
Fruit begins to appear after a little while.
Ah, shit! What is this?
I don't know, but I want it.
It's all yours. Not the knife, the knife's mine.
But you can summon food with it.
I pick up one of the fruits. Probably
it.
the lemon, and I bite into it.
And while you were doing this, you were actually like cutting the fruit in midair. So
Yeah, because I'm a badass.
Knife.
so you want to take
swinger
the
thing.
lemon.
Yes.
Okay. It's really good lemon.
I eat the rind whole, just like
I mean, that's less pleasant.
it's about showing power.
To the knife?
To the knife.
The knife,
That's intimidating.
like gives you this vibe of like weird flex, but okay.
Man, in the right hands, this knife would be amazing.
One with culinary skills.
Well, that'd be great. I put it in my bag.
Okay.
So how much platinum by like weight or whatever did we get?
5 pounds.
5 pounds of platinum silverware.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be handy later in case we need a fork.
Yeah.
It might be. And on that fruity note, we're gonna end for the evening.
Nines, I want that knife.
Wait, what are you gonna do with it?
Make you food.
You're going to make 9s into
You make me food now.
No, all I did was give you trail mix.
Yes, I know it's stuck in gum.
No, it's not. It's not stuck in the gum.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
The gum didn't want it stuck in there. This is really good gum.
This is sentient gum, and I'm pretty sure chewing is a war crime.
The gum doesn't want to have little bits in it.
Nines,
This is like super special gum.
Nines, what will you trade me?
Cholesterian hand grenade.
I used it.
I
We will
still,
discuss it next time we in your new tent thingy.
All right. Fair enough.
yeah, that will give us something to do instead of dying.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's session.
No,
I died.
We died.
So I already saw all of my futures, which
Yes.
presumably end with me dying. And then I died in this past. So I died in the future and the past in this session.
Yeah.
You know what'll help with all that PTSD?
whatever that is.
Raisins.
I initiate PvP.
If you eat those raisins, they will not stick in your gum.
Good night, everybody.
All right,
I love
everyone.
you. Bye.
I love you. See you next week. Bye.